Welcome back.
Hi,
Welcome
James's
back.
Mom.
It's got it going on. Why did I sing that?
That
Oh
is
my
kinda
god.
bad.
That was dreadful. Anyway, welcome back to TSVA Plays Skyrim. Happy February, and I hope you got through the January blues. I'm still in the midst of January blues, but nothing heals January blues like Dungeons and Dragons, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have any notes or points before we begin? Because I'm aware we're late. So
We have very pretty character tokens
Pictures,
now.
they're beautiful. Thank you for this wonderful gift.
Yeah,
I had one question, which
We should
is
probably plug the artist at some point.
the artwork that I'm currently displaying on my screen for each of the characters was created by our good friend Devado. Devado, I met through Megan and Deanna back in the Studio Catbird days, but she has since produced artwork for Jody and Arby's D&D stream as well, and her work has gone from strength to strength, as you can clearly see. She's a wonderful friend, really, really lovely, and apparently is applying for art college right now. So,
Good luck.
yeah,
Devado.
all the best for that. I mean, we love you, and you know, all the best. You're going to absolutely smash it. Like, if this artwork is anything to go by, it's going to be, you're going to just absolutely smash it. So, shall we begin?
Yes. Are we picking up that morning in the breakfast times?
We were saying, okay, so we've produced a number of like dramatic shorts from like sections, like almost in between little sections and segments of the campaign, and you guys have written a script for another one.
Yeah.
Megan and Deanna, and I'm gonna say let's save that for a surprise for like everybody else and stuff. Guys, Ella has spoken lines in this short, and she has recorded.
Wow.
Very exciting.
Scary.
Deanna's very close to finishing the translation.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I was.
Yeah, it's in Drowish.
Well, I was going to suggest that we do one in common just for the, you know.
Oh yeah, of course we should do one.
We'll do both.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
then
how else are anyone gonna, unless they're like super nerds?
absolutely, like the mega diehard fans can listen to the Drowish.
I'm sure that there are people out there that are fluent in Drowish, and they will hear me speak and be like, "Oh no!"
All right, but anyway,
I ask for your forgiveness.
Deanna's just...
let's get into it, my friends. Let's get into it. I've been waiting for this for like 2 weeks. It's too much. Too much.
Okay, let's go. Okay.
Last time, the Dysfunctionals fulfilled another of the trials of the Shrine Temple, finding the escaped geese belonging to Nihilus, your gnome wizard friend, and returning them to the temple's farm. They encountered one of Nihilus's experiments, a hideous fusion of goose and hydra, and slayed it, capturing a handful of dire geese as well. Well, taming, using an irresistible tiefling charm that few possess. Doing so, as well as returning to the nest to the temple, helped the escaped geese return home. You spent an evening enjoying the fruits of your labor and well, I say fruits, I mean omelets, the omelets of your labor. Yeah, and the good company of your new friends at the temple and one another. However, it was not long before Kyro was convinced to reveal the true reason for this group's visitation to the temple, to resurrect his brother and Sintyr's son. Sintyrr, not knowing he even had a second son, was struck with a sudden and intense shock. Venteath, seeing the concern, relayed the sad news that any magic he himself possessed to bring the dead back to life would only work within 10 days, and the group had been travelling to the temple for 2 weeks, just outside of the spell's effectiveness. The night brought rest, but with it, questions arose. Would you stay at the temple and complete the tasks that the Guardians have set for you? Is it worth staying at all to even help? What are you benefiting from this? Why was smoke rising from the nearby cave above the falls that plummet from that place? And why is Zendron so nervous as he munches on his leg of goat roast at the breakfast table? Here we are.
His teeth aren't gone?
It's worth the pain for the taste. Oh my god, Zendron, stop it.
I know what I'm doing! Don't stop it!
Oh god. Here we are. You open your eyes and hear the echoing clamour of a Zendron versus Venteath altercation downstairs. Unless, of course, you were already up early. Ella, you've been in the library perusing this wonderful source of knowledge, reading up on the temples of Helm that are in the Empire and beyond. And the two Drow, you have had a conversation this morning as well. But for everyone else, you open your eyes, prepare yourself for whatever the day brings, and step downstairs. So, Dysfunctionals, what would you like to do?
Eat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say that you guys have enjoyed a breakfast this morning.
Eat and leave, that's the plan.
Is sort of, how would I even describe? He's just sort of, he doesn't seem like he's completely aware of his surroundings right now.
Well, for Drow, they're awfully quiet. No, wait, Drow are always quiet.
Is there food at this table, out of...
Yeah, it's all egg based. Like, a bunch of geese have returned, and like, yeah, apart from the one that Nihilus like took to one side, the one that was kind of like jumping and moving around, the others have been used for last night's dinner and this morning's breakfast.
Sintyr's not eating.
I'm gonna eat all these eggs.
I'm
yes,
gonna go sit next to Sintyrr.
you do so.
He looks like he's staring out the window at nothing.
I kind of give a gentle tap on his arm.
He notices and is like, hello.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'll be fine.
You sure?
It's nothing new.
Want to talk about it?
Not really.
Looks at these two people.
Venteath quietly walks over and refills Sintyr's teacup. Does anyone else want any more tea?
Oh, I'll have some.
Sintyr's gonna like force himself to eat now.
That's it. You have
Have I ever had tea?
Okay. You have a big day ahead of you. If you're going to go down to the cave, then you need all the strength that you can get. Eirys, you step outside. The cold kind of mountaintop air hits you hard, but you kind of make your way around. Is there anywhere particularly you'd like to go?
Maybe wander a few 100 feet or so, not too far. Just go for a walk.
Okay. Make a nature check.
My nature. 20, dirty 20.
Oh, wow. As you're walking along, you kind of shuffle, and amidst the kind of cold, hard kind of grass the kind of grass that isn't going to burn because of how tough it is, you stumble upon the tiniest little clump of bright flowers. They are white. They're like snowdrops.
How nice.
You get the feeling that you could have wandered for hours and not come across these.
Is there any like rock around there, or is it just all snow and stuff?
It's snow that's kind of almost compacted into ice. So it's basically icy sheets with, oh wow, pronounce that one
Sleet.
3 times. And yeah, kind of sleety sort of ground. And yeah, it's rocky around. It's rocky around, and there are clumps of grass and this tiny little clump of flowers kind of.
Can I find a like non-snowy bit, like a rock or something, just next to the flowers, and just sit down?
Yeah.
And just chill. Just think about things.
Make a religion check.
Oh, was it religion?
Yep.
Oh, I'm rolling okay today. 16.
Okay. You look around, you feel the morning breeze blowing on your left cheek, and your gaze is kind of guided upwards. It's bright.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay out here for a bit.
What are you doing, Yell?
Well, I believe I was told to go to the library last night.
Oh yeah.
You get up. Are you just in a bed sheet today, or is it regular clothing?
We're on top of a mountain. I should probably regulate.
Yeah. Okay.
Just once. That's a good reason to wear
I
clothes.
don't have cold resistance at the moment, so you know.
That's true. And God damn it, I would have got you to roll a con save. You know I would have. Anyway, you make your way downstairs
Sexy,
into
it's
the
not
library.
stupid.
And you see, in fact, let me move you guys over to the makeshift map that I've drawn. You see the rows of books in that kind of east wing of the temple downstairs. It's currently empty. I'll say that Ella, you see evidence that there have been books moved around, and there's paper strewn all over the table. Yeah. Anyway, yes, Ella.
I've remembered that I told you to meet me at the library, so I kind of jump up and leg it to the library.
You knock over a chair.
Hey, what's that? Oh, God. These youngins wrecking my shit like that.
Anyway, you guys make your way. Yeah, Yell. The door flings open and Ella barrels in. Make a dexterity save, Yell.
Oh, hi there. Dex save. 17 total.
Okay, so as she kind of barrels in, she almost clatters into you, but you move out of the way, extend your arms, and kind of like just grab her shoulders and slow her down.
Oh, hi.
Whoa.
Where are you in such a hurry?
Oh, sorry, I forgot we were meeting at the library.
That's quite okay. You didn't have to run full speed
I'm not
through
cut out for this running business. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, right. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I got my breath back. It's okay. Anyway, where's Stanley?
Oh, he's right here. And pull my backpack around, and there's a Stanley in my backpack.
His neck just kind of cranes around and stares at Ella.
Hi, Stanley.
Ah!
I go to pat him on the head.
Make an animal handling check.
I would
Natural
like
20.
Oh,
to make it known.
You are the goose.
you are one with the goose.
I would
He
like
cranes
to
his
make
neck.
it known.
Yeah, go for
I,
it.
the player, love Stanley, but Sintyrr hates him.
Oh, we've established Cynthia's long-lasting phobia of geese and geese kind of variants. Anyway, Ella, as you raise your hands to like meet the head, you try and avoid the beak, but then his head kind of moves towards your hand and nestles and kind of lets and as you guide your hand down his neck, he kind of you didn't know that there was an expression that geese could make that could imply that they are smiling, but yeah, well, I mean, because you've rolled a natural 20 on the animal handling, you can basically you can direct him to do something now because of that roll.
Amazing.
Um,
Quick, teach him something very important.
I don't know. God. Sit.
Teach him Latin.
I'll teach him how to sit.
Okay.
We'll start off small.
If Yell wants to help you with that, then basically you can make. I'll say that you can make a roll with advantage on teaching him how to sit, because he's really, really receptive because of that natural 20. He's like really keen and focused on you. You feel like it's an opportunity to teach him.
Am I rolling for animal handling again?
Yeah, with
Yeah, you
advantage.
can
With
roll
advantage.
Advantage.
Yell, you sweep the goose out as Ella kind of carries on playing.
Another? No.
Holy shit!
How to do it.
You kind of just like stand. He stands next to you, and you stand next to him. Remember, you're roughly the same size, okay? And you kind of point at the ground and go, "Sit." And the goose looks down at your finger, up at you, down at your finger, and on the floor, sits on his
He
bum.
thinks you're one of his own.
There is I think that might be like some of the source of his like of you, that you're roughly the same size, and he thinks that you may be one of his kind.
That's one
You're a
command
goose
down.
mother.
Although, with that command, we may be sitting ducks. Sitting geese?
God damn it!
Oh god.
You guys are hecka fun. Okay, so you
Good job teaching
what
the
what
goose.
the gameplay consequence of 2 natural 20s in a row is that this
He
goose
instantly learns.
will sit on Ella's command, full stop, at any point from now on.
Great. That will come in handy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I do a little dance.
Make him sit on a switch or something if we ever need to, like in one of those Legend of Zelda-style dungeons where someone has to sit on the
joins us
switch.
all.
Yes, when there's like a button to sit on, yeah, just get the goose to do it.
That is definitely a time that this would be useful, yes.
Stanley joins us all the way. Stanley will get the killing blow.
Stanley, how do you want to do this?
Well, you didn't teach him to attack, which is probably okay.
I mean, sit is a good place to start. I mean,
How to bite people
Yeah,
on
sitting's
the
very
Achilles
good
tendon.
to learn how to
Yeah.
do.
If the
I
end
might-
game fight is ant, we've got this sorted.
Awesome call.
You will crush it.
well,
Just polymorph someone into something that's crushable by Stanley.
if this session carries on the way it started, we're gonna be freaking laughing. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, so what's
Stanley
next?
leveled up. Well, if everyone is done eating and has their weapons sharpened and such, we can leave and go to the cave. That's
There's
what
a-
Kyro wants to do as soon
Okay.
as possible, so...
There's an almighty echoing of a gong being struck from within the temple, and it reverberates down the corridors as Ella kind of like looks up gleefully at Yell, having taught the goose how to sit, and they're like celebrating. There's a of the gong kind of echoing down the corridor, and the faint maniacal laughter of the gnome wizard.
That
And
sounds kind of concerning.
I mean, what are you guys gonna do?
I imagine I would have heard that
Concerned,
and I'll
but leave the...
begrudgingly wander back.
Okay. Eirys, you head back. What's everybody else doing?
Kyro probably wants to, like, gather people to go to the cave. So, probably gonna go to the library.
Okay. As you walk into the central chamber, Venteath, Zendron, and Yorkshire are there, and on the opposite banister and like guys, help me out. What's it called when it's like a walkway with wooden boards and stuff?
Decking?
Yeah, the kind of decking that's on the second, the balcony that's on the second story, with and the pillars that run along the length of the left and right kind of sides of this main chamber. Up there, you can see Kyro, Nihilus with a massive kind of gong drumstick in his hand, having just smashed it, and his face appears to still be vibrating from the impact. And Zendron kind of looks up.
Yes, good. Get all of your friends, get them all here. There's things we need to discuss.
About the cave?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. He just goes to do what he was gonna do.
Okay. So within the next 5 minutes, you guys are all there. You kind of all standing at the front of the carpet next to the race dais, and at the 4 seats behind the table are the 4 temple guardians. And as you guys all kind of like looked up to them, Venteath starts. We are very grateful for. Well, how do I say this? I suppose what I'm trying to say is, Yorkshire stops him. You guys know how he gets. Like, we're really grateful to you. Thank you. In the short time you've been here, you've helped us with getting the geese back, and that's an important source of food for us, and we're really indebted to you. Zendron leans.
We understand that you may not feel that the primary place that you have is here, but the cave nearby. It's dangerous, I tell you.
Oh, Zendron.
I tell them, Venteath, it's dangerous. Smoke and shit.
Oh, God,
You say
Zendron.
it's dangerous to go alone.
I would say it is incredibly dangerous to go alone. Wait! There's only 5 of you. Where's the other one?
Wait, what?
There was another one, wasn't there?
Arthrin!
Arthrin!
Why didn't he come?
Yeah, where's Arthrin?
I was collecting people. Did he disappear?
Eirys,
I
what
haven't
did
seen
you do
him.
with Arthrin? Where's his
I
body?
ate him.
Excellent. Did he taste good?
I guess he's
No.
gone.
Oh.
There's a split second where
that piano
Sintyrr
come
is horrified and then he realizes you're kidding.
Sorry, I was just tinkling on the piano.
Just pulled out a piano from
Hello,
your
get
mouth.
out of the library.
Out of character, did Kyro not see Arthrin? Or did Arthrin just not decide to come?
Arthrin.
Or did not find him?
I mean, you found everybody else. You assume that Arthrin might have been with Eirys. He's not there.
Has
I
anyone
got
checked
the-
his bed
Arthrin's
chambers?
room.
I
I
followed.
go find him. Kyro goes to find him.
Okay, you go upstairs. You check all of the rooms. Not there.
Oh, I guess he's gone. Okay.
Can I go outside and see if I can
Does-
spot him?
Okay.
That's,
Go outside too.
That's concerning. If
Make a
he's-
perception check if you want one each, or one of you can do it with advantage. Up to you.
Can I investigate to see if I can figure out where he might be?
Here is he. With advantage.
Thank you, because I rolled a 3.
Oh
Oh wait, natural
Um,
19, that's so much better.
Ella, what did you
hold on,
get?
I've got really good perception as well.
She assisted Eirys instead.
Yeah.
So Eirys got the advantage.
And I'm so glad she said that.
What's the score? I didn't hear it.
I done 19 and then 7 plus 4.
19 plus a billion.
11. It's one of my expertise ones, so it's plus 7, so 26 plus 4, so 30.
Whoa!
So much beats the natural 3 I rolled.
As you were wandering around outside, amidst the kind of icy wind-swept snow, there was disturbance, and earlier on you thought it probably due to wildlife, but now that you're looking at it, it seems to be going in the direction of the cave, and it's apparent that
He went on
actually
his own?
you do find a single set of humanoid
How would he do
footprints
From the temple to roughly the
Or would
cave.
he go on
in the
his
direction
own?
of the
He
cave,
just
and
said it's dangerous to go alone.
you think to yourself, he must have done. There's no other explanation that makes any sense.
Huh. Weird.
But why would he?
Is everybody with me?
Has everybody gone
Yeah,
outside?
I followed you.
Sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
followed
makes
yours.
sense. Okay, cool.
I'm concerned about our friend.
Well,
Oh god, it's cold out here!
Help.
Well, let's go.
Wait, how are you cold? Don't you breathe fire?
Just 'cause I breathe fire doesn't mean my skin don't feel the cold!
Yeah, but you can just warm
Don't be
yourself up.
racist.
I don't think setting himself on fire would be that much better.
Hey,
Probably.
fire doesn't hurt that much.
You watch as
Yes, it
Zendron
does.
is like
No, he
gently
doesn't.
breathing a bit of fire over his hands, just like,
Like,
This is why I stay indoors!
oh my god,
It's
Zendron.
okay.
Hmm?
I ran to like hug him.
Oh.
Give him some body heat.
I would think that like maybe someone with, like a frost thing would probably be more at home in the cold, right?
Well, if it's true that your friend has gone in the direction of the cave, then I suppose you better get over there.
I'm ready to
Yeah.
go. What about you?
Kira's going. You gotta go here.
We're
Over
going.
there.
Go
That's
save,
how it's
go
going.
save Arthrin. Dummy, what do you do that for?
Okay.
Idiot.
Only time could tell.
Uh,
My vote is maybe he wanted to be impressive.
If that's true, then he's. We need to give him a stern talking to.
If he's
You
even
can do that
alive.
if you want. Anyway, let's go see if we can find him alive or dead or whatever.
I turn to Zendron and say, "Is there anything we should know before we go into the big dark cave?"
It's an excellent question. It is well presented and deserves an answer. Venteath,
What is it?
tell them about the mysterious cave.
Oh my god, Zendron. Listen, it is a magical place. Of that, we're certain. It's a haven for Peritons, as you guys are already aware. I've sent you there to take the
Your magical
Periton
plow.
hearts. But also, there's a strange water flow from the very peak of the northernmost heights of the mountain that goes through this system in a very strange way. I've seen it myself. A mysterious vortex of water that plummets down onto a lower level and then flows out to the falls that fall far, far below. We've seen those falls. There's smoke rising from them in the last few days. Started a couple of days before you arrived, actually. Anyway, expect all manner of strange creatures drawn there by the mysterious energies. They shouldn't be too dangerous, I suppose.
Okay.
We gotta get
Okay.
yeah, let's go get to freaking like.
Too bad a ranger's missing.
We gotta go save our ranger before he gets his heart eaten. You know?
I'm taking bets on he either killed them all or he died horribly.
Hopefully it's something in between. Maybe. Well, actually, no. No. If he killed them all, that would be much easier for me.
Hopefully something in between.
Would hate for him to get too cocky.
Okay, do we arrive at the cave or do we need to do
You
some
guys, no,
travel?
you guys head on. As Zendron, as Ella, as you turn to leave, Zendron kind of like grabs your arm, and goes,
No, wait.
Okay, what?
Here.
he kind of puts in your hand a little vial. It's full of a kind of semi-translucent greenish liquid.
Ooh, mysterious.
It's just in case. It'll do some minor healing.
Oh, fabulous! Thank you very much.
It's all right. Take care of them, okay?
I will. I promise.
Well, we'll be here. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thumbs up.
You guys head your way down to the cave. That perception roll I'm gonna count as like a navigation check as well. Eirys, it was a freaking 30. I've actually never DM'd a 30 before. You are able to
That's godly.
Once before, and it was literally just, I was so proud to get in the threes.
yeah, man, that's insane. You are able to follow the tracks that Arthrin, and you are sure it is Arthrin, has left behind, and it comes around. You actually end up walking for a little while until you come to the ring of ancient statue heads that you found the geese at before. And
May I ask a quick question?
yeah,
His like footprints or like the tracks he's leaving,
Mhm.
does it look like he was walking purposefully or like sleepwalking or like was taken? Like, can I tell roughly?
It's
The
a
trash
30.
is-
It's a 30. So yeah, you tell each explicit detail. It appears that he was undisturbed, to a degree. And once you go a little bit further beyond the, and I say undisturbed to a degree, it was completely undisturbed. It's apparent that he was going with purpose. He wasn't dragging his feet at all. He wasn't being dragged. And once you get past the few miles past the ruin, it branches off to the left, where there's a large crag at the kind of point where, near the point where the overlook of the Empire on the left-hand side kind of goes into complete freefall. There's an opening into a cave on the left, but as you're approaching it, there is evidence of a scuffle. There is evidence of turned up. There's scrapes along the rocks that appear to have been made by swords, and there's scuffling of feet. The undergrowth has been cut in places and shoved around. And
does Arthrin have a sword?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't remember.
Yeah.
Or
I do.
you can
He
make a
does.
history check to see if you can remember. But
Okay, yeah, okay, hold on.
Can Eirys tell what made the scuffle besides Arthrin?
Is there like blood or?
make another survival check, I guess.
Probably investigate. It's either that or investigation. Yeah.
I'll give you survival or investigation.
Natural 20! Yeah!
Beautiful,
I like
critical.
this dice tonight. This isn't
You-
betraying me tonight.
You sons of bitches are having the game of your life. You
I know.
the scuffle
Let's see if we roll
is
as well when we
clearly
fight.
of a single humanoid. You're 110% certain it was Arthrin battling against a larger group. You follow the footfalls
group.
of you follow the footfalls of what you believe is Arthrin, and a particular divot in the ground that would imply that he had been knocked to the ground. But beside it is a streak of black blood. You slip out
Oh,
your
that's not
finger,
his.
you dip it in, you lick.
Ew.
Orc blood.
He was an orc all along.
No.
Oh, that's a good
I'm
conclusion.
sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay.
So it
And
appears
does it
that
look like he was dragged into the cave afterwards?
yes,
by
there are drag
orcs.
marks in that direction.
Okay,
So
I relay
some-
this to the rest
some
of the group.
nasty orcses took him.
Question: what does Kyro know about orcs?
About as much as anybody else. They're a well-known kind of larger humanoid race of beasts that are completely brutally savage. Make a history check.
Okay. My int.
My history check to remember if he has a sword was a 9.
Nice.
You don't remember.
But I figure that's
You're pretty sure he had a bow at
irrelevant.
one point. I got a dirty 20.
Oh yeah.
I've encountered orcs probably.
You have not quite in the Underdark, but you definitely heard during your travels above ground, particularly like in the taverns in Trinstone and Uthella, that there's talk. There's talk of orcish incursions on the other side of the mountain, encroaching not quite within the Empire. It's just outside the boundaries of the Empire, but the towns and villages outside are being harried. Harried is a very, very politically correct way to put it. Butchered by roving orc bands, and for them to be on this side of the mountain is eyebrow raising, to say the least.
So we know there's a bunch of orcs in this cave, and they have Arthrin.
What do they want with one guy?
Maybe he was Bartholomew all along.
Maybe to eat them. Idea. What if us who can be stealthy stealth in, and you noisy types make some noise, and then we ambush them from the back while you guys take the front.
So
It's
you
not a
want
bad
to take them
idea.
from behind.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a
Like
lot
a-
of them, that will
Yeah,
draw
you
them
do.
all out at once.
Like a pincer maneuver thing?
It's just an idea. I don't know if it'll work or not.
I
I've
think
never
it's a
had
good
to deal
idea.
with multiple people.
Sorry, sorry.
Kyro,
Yeah.
perhaps you and I could stealth in and scout?
He nods.
Okay, I go.
Alright,
All right.
I will follow.
Why don't you both make stealth checks then, you crazy rogues?
Is it possible? Like, how long does heroism last?
Oh,
Mm.
that's not
I
too
do
That's
not
your
know.
spell, dude.
Yeah, let me just check real quick. Won't take too long.
19.
19 is good.
I got a 16. Not bad.
It lasts.
Yeah,
for a
okay, that's
minute.
enough. You
It
guys
lasts
make your
for
way-
A minute, so I'm gonna slap someone with heroism as soon as we're ready to enter combat, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So you're gonna
the
pay
other
that.
three of you just dress just outside the entrance to the cavern. Eirys and Kyro, you move in, and almost as soon as you do, you hear shuffling, and you both throw yourself against either wall, and look down a couple of natural kind of steps carved into the stone on the ground beneath you, just like a process of the erosion of time, and you see ahead of you. An orc walking in the
Just
opposite
one.
direction.
Single orc.
Just the one.
Oh man. He's alone, maybe. Hmm.
If we grab him, we can.
I look at Eirys and I make the rogue sign for should we off him?
He's going to take another step.
I
forward.
say I do the one for follow or get closer first.
He nods. So they're gonna follow this orc.
On those stealth checks, you guys are able to do that. You'll take a turn just jogging along the edges of the walls, and you get close. He takes another step forward. I'm going to say that you guys end up just about here, creeping up behind him. And in the back of your mind, you hear the beating of a military drum, and in front of your eyes, you see sneak increase to 74.
Amazing.
What would you like to do?
I'll do the sign for, like, Yumi attack now, and both attack.
Surprise attack. You gonna run in?
Can I question, do I have time to roll perception first to see if I sense any other enemies nearby?
You can roll perception at the same time as Eirys attacks, but that will be your action.
Part of my
No, I'd rather
signaling as well would
I'll
be
attack.
like do it silently, like not.
Yeah, if we're lucky, we'll be able to take him out. Can Kyro go first?
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't matter now that I think about it. So Eirys and Kyro are gonna attack this guy.
Shump, both roll with advantage. Off you go.
Off we go.
Take that 16.
18,
Plus,
and it auto crits.
no,
It does
16
because
plus.
it's the first round of combat. So yeah.
I'd be using 2 daggers, so
Okay. Do you want to
that's
attack with your offhand?
22.
Oh yeah, of course I do.
So those attacks have hit. Obviously.
When you do, if you're doing sneak attack, you hit with your main hand first.
Yes.
Does the offhand get sneak attack, or are you kind of already known by them from your
You
first?
only benefit from sneak attack damage once per turn.
What about rolling?
Yeah.
Sorry, rolling with advantage because of sneak attack. Is that still only on the first one?
It's still only on the
Okay,
first one
so
that hits.
I got an
That's
8.
okay. That makes sense. So that's fine.
I got an 18 to hit with my main hand and a 23 with my offhand.
Both hit.
With my offhand.
Excellent.
I still get the hit DC. Don't
So
I?
3 damage with the first hit.
23 from my second.
Okay. Both hit.
Let me see what my second one does. I need to check everything.
It's 1d4 plus 4. The first one's d4 plus
Ah, very good. Okay.
2.
And then my
plus
off
4,
damage.
6, 12. My
8.
main.
So total of 38 damage.
Yeah, okay. So, listen, you can carry on rolling damage. You can carry on rolling damage if you like, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Kyro,
Good.
you grab the orc from the shoulder from behind. He goes, "What the?" And you cut his throat, and blood falls on the ground everywhere. Eirys, you kind of grab both daggers and pierce into his side. He's a good head and shoulders taller than both of you, but you've both completely hacked him to the ground. He's got 2 large puncture wounds on his right-hand side, and his neck is just bleeding, blood everywhere. And as he
What
kind of
neck?
starts gurgling, Kyro, you put your hand over his mouth and you gently lay him on the ground.
I absolutely do that.
You have maintained your stealth.
Can I drag him in, and if I can, hide him as much as possible over to the side somewhere?
Make a strength check.
I'll help. So
Okay, I'm
advantage.
just testing
Roll
you guys.
advantage.
This isn't my real. Oh, damn. Okay, this is my real roll.
Okay. Strength is -1. That was a 10.
Roll with advantage.
Average. Good.
With advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
'cause I'm
Kyro's helping
helping.
you.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, I'll take that 10. No.
I'd
got
say
a-
that it takes you a good additional minute. You just about manage to drag the body here and just throw it in this little cubby hole. Let me just point. You throw it into this cubby hole. As you do, you see that there are 7 silver pieces and 14 copper pieces on his person.
Okay. So Eirys splits that, seems.
How much is that split?
3 silver and 12 copper each.
Thank you.
Mental maths. Outside, outside, yell, Stanley farts.
Roll a constitution. save.
Well, I didn't realise.
I make a face at him.
Me too.
I
He
did
kind of
not
like
realise birds could fart.
as Sintyrr like makes the face at Stanley. Stanley goes hisses, and as soon as Ella pulls the same face, he's like looking apologetically at Sintyrr.
Sintyrr cowers.
What's next?
I think we're gonna keep stealthily going down this hallway until we encounter more things.
So at what point are we running in yelling as loud as possible? 'Cause
As
they're
soon
definitely
as
dangerous.
we figure out if we need help.
You guys need to make another stealth check because you've gone out of stealth to kill the guy.
Alright. 13.
Okay.
Not as good.
Eirys?
Smell of orc
22.
blood.
Oh yeah, that's very good. You know, Kyro, as you go, you stumble, but before you manage to actually slip over fully, Eirys catches you midair.
I give him a nod.
Nod of
Like,
affirmation.
I got you, bro, not.
The nods back.
You guys look around the corner and you kind of hear the shuffling of feet and one voice going,
Oh, Ulrich always takes forever taking a piss. He takes the piss.
you guys look around to see a
Ooh,
group
there's a
of
bunch.
orcses. And lying on the ground, you don't quite see, I'll say that Eirys, as you kind of edge around, you just about see Arthrin being he's unconscious, he's lying on the ground. And Kyro, as you edge
good,
along,
we found him.
as you edge along, you see what appears to be a small red dragonoid. You've fought these things before on your way to
There's little
Trinstone.
kobold things.
We'll have good eats from these boys. But we want to keep them fresh until it's time to dine. What time is it? Oh, no. I thought you knew. Has the sun come up yet? Let's wait for Ulrich to get back and then we'll get cracking with the barbecue.
That worked out. Can I tell from here if Arthrin is alive? Well, I guess from what they're saying, but I just want
Yeah.
to check.
Make a
anyway.
perception check.
Oh, that wasn't very good. 12. Add 4, 16.
Ellie, you step inside to get out of the cold wind. It's less cold out. It's less cold there inside the cave. What did you roll? Sorry.
16.
From what you can see, he doesn't look pale. And then as you look across, you can see the gentle rise and fall of his belly. There's actually a crack of light that's going between the kind of walls. This is immediately beside the outside on your left-hand side. And you can see little kind of shards of light resting on his body. Yeah, he's bloodied. He's been hit a few times,
He's alive. Okay.
but he is alive.
I'm gonna signal at Kyro to head back for reinforcements.
He's gonna nod. He's gonna ask if she's gonna set up an ambush.
I nod. I totally was going to before you even said it. I was ready.
Okay, cool. Alright, he's gonna go back and tell the others to get on.
I will
in,
head
yeah.
back. On the map, are those like stairs kind of?
Yeah, but they're like naturally eroded by usage of animals and creatures and the elements as well.
On those stairs, I'd like to back up to that point, and on those stairs, I would like to put down. How many do I have? Where is it? Equipment. I would like to put down 500 ball bearings. Roughly. Like, I'm not going to sit there and count out every one of them.
No. So you do the best. You do the best that you can to put half of them down, and that's going to cover those stairs. Those stairs are covered with ball bearings, and you step
and I
back
will
as you
wait on the other side. But can I tuck myself into one of those things and hide, please? I will make myself known if I see my companions, but I'll try and hide from anyone coming up.
Okay, make a self check. In the meantime, Kyro, you kind of come up to the entrance, and Ella is just cowering just on the inside against the wind.
Oh, poor small thing.
The other two are just outside.
21.
So you guys just come on in, like 30 seconds after me, and hopefully they'll like run to attack you, and you guys can fight them, and I'll stab them in the back with the Eirys.
Okay, I'm gonna hit Kyro up with
Heroism?
Yeah, heroism.
Alright, cool.
Yo cracks all his knuckles. He's like, so we're going in loud then.
Yep, that's the idea. You want to try to get there's like about 5-ish of them, I think. Maybe 6.
Alright.
At least as far as I could tell.
You hide away. I'll bring the noise.
Alright, so Kira's gonna like use these 30 seconds, and also he's gonna tuck up in the alcove opposite to Eirys and then wait.
Make a self check.
Anybody of my friends who come down, I'm going to try and get their attention and point at the ball bearings so they don't head down the stairs and ruin it.
Who's going in first?
I'd like to go ahead and prepare the action of when I see an enemy's back turned to me, I'm gonna stab him.
Okay.
I'll go in first, and I'll cast Thaumaturgy and make my voice boom.
What are you gonna say?
We're professionals.
Oh, come out wherever you are. You're gonna die.
Who's that? Oh my god. You think they got a rook? It doesn't matter. Draw your swords.
Yeah, we have a rook.
They are going to make
Who
their way
fucks
up.
a rook?
Let's roll initiative, ladies and gentlemen.
In
fact, no. Time for something new.
I rolled a 13.
Oh! 22!
Ella with the rolls. Okay.
15.
Just give me a sec, guys. Get this all set up for y'all. Ella got a 22. Eirys, did you get a
13. 1-3.
1-3. Okay. Sintyrr,
Yeah.
what would you roll?
8.
8 is not as bad as last week. The Orcs got to 12. Who's next? Yell.
15.
15.
Ooh.
That's good.
Quick on the draw.
Kyro.
I got 9.
9.
Come a little distracted.
You hear, guys, the sounds of trampling feet as they shuffle through and up the way. I'm going to say before, as we're rolling initiative, they get this far. 1, 2, and yeah, you can hear the kind of savage, husky breath. One of them staves behind. 4 of them are coming down towards you. Ella, what are you going to do?
I have.
Declare an action.
I would have pointed out the ball bearings to you guys on the stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't really move very far, can I?
You don't really need to. They're coming towards you.
Yeah.
I'm preparing
really-
action.
Want to get in the line. Can I?
Maybe summon your book.
How far away are they? Ah, they're just out of range. Can I?
You can
Prepare
hold
something for when
yeah.
they are in range.
as soon as they come into range. You could say, "I'm preparing this for as soon as I can see them."
And then it'll happen automatically.
Can I hold guiding bolt?
Yes. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do. You gonna move anywhere?
No, I'm
Maybe
good.
they might slip over on the stairs and be a bit delayed, if it works.
Okay.
They
Yell.
might be on their backs.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers, which is a 5-foot cube within 60 feet.
Okay.
So here,
All
on
right.
the stairs, where all the ball bearings are,
Yeah.
of daggers. Which means I fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube of 5 feet on each side, centered
fun.
on a point you choose within range.
Is it on the it's on the stairs? Yeah.
That's very cool. I don't know if they're gonna
So is
walk
that
into
good?
the daggers though.
Is that good?
Yeah.
So yeah, a cloud of daggers. You kind of summon the arcane energy, and suddenly, suddenly dust gets like disturbed from the walls as daggers start
That is
flying
a
around.
concentration, by the way.
You gonna move anywhere?
I'll move up to there.
All right.
Bit of cover.
And you kind of like you go behind the cover. You glance around. Your spell is working. Eirys.
Hmm?
I guess
I
you're
will.
gonna hold, are you?
Can I hold my action until something is within? I'm able to move forward 5 feet to the right and still remain stealthed.
Yes, you are, because you're out of their view. You gonna
Okay.
do that?
Can I stay there and hold my bow as an
Okay.
action until they come into view, please?
So are you gonna stay where you were originally, or like that? Or are you gonna step
Would I
forward?
be able to see them on the stairs from there?
Maybe if they were on the far side. I'd say that if they were on that square, you'd be able to see them.
If possible, I'd like to creep around, so as soon as they're kind of central in the stairs, I can
Yeah.
like attack them without them really, before they even really know it. But I'll hold
Okay,
my action
yeah.
until they're in that range.
Okay, it is their turn next, so that's what they are. That is what they are going to do. 5, 10, 15, 20.
44 damage.
20.
It just takes it as soon as it enters the area.
Okay. No save or anything.
Nope, because it's an area.
Nice.
They have to go into it. I can't move it.
Yeah. As they approach, they kind of hesitate a little bit because there's like a bunch of dust being disturbed, but they
Daggers?
just like try and tank it. What's the damage?
10 points of slashing damage. Or magical slashing damage.
Okay. He kind of takes it. He makes a dexterity save against the ball bearings and makes it. 15, 20, 25. He runs this way 30.
Ooh, he's in range.
His friend's going to do the same.
Take
Again.
4d4.
What's your Eirys? What's your spell DC?
My spell DC?
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't
it-
have magic.
I mean, there needs to be a DC to
Oh, for
check
the ball
against.
bearings.
Yeah, so I guess it would be.
Oh, I'll see if it says
I think
anything
they have a
there.
check.
A
Yeah,
DC of 10 dexterity saving throw, or they fall prone.
Okay, so he this guy falls prone because he
Nice.
slipped on the ball bearings and he takes damage
he's stuck
as
in
well.
clouds.
8 plus.
Of
11
Oh,
points of
sorry.
damage, that one.
20, 25, 30. This guy's going to make that save.
Ah.
He is going to
Sorry.
succeed, but he takes the damage. 5, 10.
would I use my action against the one next to me?
Yeah. He's coming to your attack range, so you can because
Okay,
you
I
withheld an attack, so you can.
Yeah, I rolled a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And I'm still stealth, aren't I? So.
Yeah, so you get sneak attack damage.
The two that are currently in it take the 11 points of damage.
11, okay.
1d6. 4.
This one is going to take the dash action. 5, 10, 15. It's come within range of
Oh, he's
Kyro.
within my attack range. It triggers. I
Yep.
attack him.
Oh no, it's an extra 1d6 for sneak attack, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Got a dirty 20.
Yeah, sorry, I keep getting confused.
That hits. Roll damage. Don't forget sneak
2,
attack.
Okay.
8, 12 damage total.
Okay.
My bad.
12.
Okay, so
damage.
that would be 13, 14, 15, 16,
Yeah.
17.
17 hit points of damage. So as they come running through, they're cut up by the spell that Yell cast. They run in. Eirys kind of releases an arrow and straight into one of his neck, and he collapses down. And the other one stumbles through, hurt to hell. And Kyro, you just like brandish your 2 short swords and the head. This one kind of stops where he is as he sees all of this carnage happening. He looks at his friend on the ground. And he takes the dash action in the opposite direction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Smart man.
Yeah, so these... Oh, you've just completely wrecked them, my god. Yeah, I might need to make this dungeon harder. Sintyrr, it's you.
Okay, so is that guy dead?
He's
There's
on the
one
prone.
guy in the clouds who is not dead, but he fell over.
He did, he slipped over on the ball
As soon
bearings.
as he starts his turn, he takes 44 more damage.
That was a good teamwork.
Well, I mean, I may as well finish him off, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go hit him with my sword. Finish
5,
him off.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Are
Don't
we
quite
able
get
to
to him.
avoid the cloud of
Oh.
daggers?
Oh, I can't get close enough to him to finish him off. Okay.
Do you have any ranged
that,
spell
sorry?
attacks? They'd be a
Uh,
disadvantage, but it would be something.
I don't.
You don't have any cantrips?
I have
Actually,
dancing lights.
Oh,
I'm sorry, there were so many held actions that I forgot about Ella.
Oh
yeah.
with the guiding bolt.
Yeah, I guess I can't do anything.
she could go ahead. It could pop off now
Yeah.
against the remaining guy.
Guiding bolt.
Can I get out of her way?
Yeah. Ella, you've got an orc on the ground in front of you. You've got your guiding bolt being held. Do you want to release it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Have him.
Guiding bolt.
He is on the ground. So what that means is you have to roll with disadvantage, I'm afraid.
Ah, rude.
Is y'all able to just... Hey, question, can
he
y'all
get
just...
disadvantage for being on the ground? No,
Not with
that's-
ranged attacks, because he's
Oh.
harder to hit, because he's on the ground.
Oh,
Can y'all dispel spells as a free action?
This is concentration, so I just stop concentrating on it and it will dispel, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, that was a waste of guiding bolt. 5.
Okay, yeah, you cast the lightning and it strikes through the space between Sintyrr and Eirys and Kyro over the body of the orc and collides with the wall, and there's a big explosion of noise and the fleeing orc starts to scream. And the orc on the ground starts to scream, and they're scared. You have scared them. Kyro, it's on you.
Did something.
Hey, yo, can you drop your swords?
Do I have to?
Yeah, if you want me to hit him.
Oh. But the swords will do that. Alright. I'm gonna drop the spell.
The spell
Alright, I'm
is
gonna run
dropped.
up and, stab the man on the ground.
Advantage, he's on the ground.
Yeah. 16.
Hits, roll damage. You have advantage, sneak attack.
Yep. That's 18 damage.
Yeah, you just kind of like...
Dead?
Again, you just flourish your blades around your body and... 2 arms off, and then the head.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to move down the cave
15, 20, 25,
as far
30.
as I go.
Yep.
And use my bonus action to be sneaky.
Okay. Yeah, roll stealth.
Why did we kill that last one? He
22.
had no arms. He couldn't harm us. He was armless.
God damn it. Yeah, you're fairly sure that like you're undetected. The orc that's fleeing is going in the opposite direction. He's yelling, "Cragbat! Cragbat! We're fucked!"
How right you are!
What a dumb name!
Ella, it's your
name.
turn. What do you want to do?
I am gonna move.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You've ended up next to Sintyrr. You can dash for another movement if you want.
Yeah, why not?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You kind of bustle through the cave, your armor clinking as you see Kyro just kind of like swerve up to the wall and become one with the shadows and disappear right in front of you. You can't see Kyro anymore. Yell.
I would like to move up 30 feet and cast Thaumaturgy to boom
Probably
through the
doing
cave.
some dumb parkour shit.
And just be
10,
like,
15.
1, 2 yells coming for you. 3, 4. Better lock your door.
Make intimidation checks with advantage.
All of us or just yell?
No,
God
just
for the
yell.
advantage.
Okay.
Thank God for the advantage. That went from a 4 to a 19 plus intimidation plus 4, 23.
Okay, what they were going to do on their next turn has now changed. Eirys.
I'd like to run and dash after the.
Okay,
person.
as you do, you vault over the ball bearings. I'm saying because you guys have been aware of the ball bearings,
Yeah,
you're
we
able
know
to
they're
move.
there.
You're able to move around without having to make checks. I'm saying 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then 5, 10. You've caught up with the fleeing orc. But attacking is an action, isn't it? And you've just used. Actually, no, you can dash.
He gets bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to attack, you can. Advantage. He's fleeing from you.
Can I see the other guy next to Arthrin?
Yeah, you're running through, and as you brandish your daggers to attack, you do see that there's another one that's looking at the oncoming orc, and as Yell's voice echoes in the cave around you, he's making to run. He's just about to just flee. He's about to just get out of there.
Okay. If I'm sure he's gonna run, I will. Can I actually just shoot an arrow in the face of the one next to him, please?
An arrow in the face. As you run up, I'm saying that you can do that. That's going to be a regular attack roll, though. It won't be with advantage.
It's fine. 13?
Roll damage.
Oh, it did. Okay, I was
Yeah.
so convinced that didn't work. Okay, and then the 6 plus 4, 6 damage.
Okay, so you shoot him, and he hits him in the back, and he kind of like flinches and starts to stumble and picks himself back up, and then you're on him. You're behind him. So that's your turn. The orcs. This one gonna run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And yeah, he's going to run away. I'll put him there for the time being. And this one is going to attempt to flee from you because he's scared for his life. He is not taking any disengage. He is just running. You, my friend, have an attack of opportunity. With advantage. Because you're behind him.
Hey, you really are taking him from behind.
Oh, everyone, bards. Okay, hold on. So, I'll use short bow again. 5, 6, 18. Yeah, 18.
Hits, roll damage. Do not forget sneak attack.
Wait, I'm not sneaking.
You have advantage on the attack
on the
roll.
roll.
Oh, because he's running away from you.
Advantage on
okay.
attack roll equals sneak attack every time.
Okay. With 4. That's 9 and 3, 12.
You as he runs away, you just kind of across his shoulder blades in an X, and he just kind of collapses to the ground and stops moving.
X don't give it to you.
Cute.
Yeah. Cool. So, okay. I need to do some movement because there's a fleeing orc here, so I'm going to move you guys just back here for a second while I do some changes. Thank you for your patience, I appreciate it. Are you having fun? You're killing orcs, it's hilarious. You'll end up there.
I'm having a really good time.
Well done. You
I
guys...
apologize for the new smell in the cave.
yeah.
Stanley, stop farting!
Oh, that's not the goose anymore. It's a pungent aroma. You have made a group of orcs shit themselves, and you have chased the last one away. You guys are now... Yeah, I'm going to stop the music for a moment. We're out of combat. What would you guys like to do now?
Can I see Arthrin? That's all. I can.
You guys, would you like to move through into the chamber that they were in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gesture to Ella. Arthrin.
I want to try to perceive any remaining orcs because I think there were about 5 or 6.
Okay, make a perception check.
Perception. 22.
You look around and you see that there's a chamber on the left-hand side to where you're going, and you jog over past Arthrin around the corner. That, my friend, is an orc privy, and
Oh, yikes.
apparently they weren't liking the smell, so they sent their friend outside, and that led to that. So yeah, you have you've read the place of orcs. You get a sense from what's around that there was always a relatively small number of them, and the last one, as you can hear his shrieks from further in the cave, he runs away. And actually, as you hear him run, you hear a...
That sounds like maybe a Perryton got him.
I had a feeling that might happen.
Oh man, I wanted to do.
I'll wait for my group to regroup.
Well,
before
maybe that
going
Perryton
into that.
Can I collect my arrows and loot these, please?
Yes, you can. Make an investigation check. Thank you for your patience.
Should I roll separately for arrows, or is that all included?
I want to investigate the kobold.
How many arrows did you use? Did you use 2?
I think I used 3.
Okay, make a d20 roll for how many you're going to keep.
That was 11 for my investigation, and for the arrows, 16.
Okay, you keep all 3 arrows. You manage to recover them, and for your investigation, you recover on the bodies of the orcs equivalent to 3 gold pieces, 10 silver, and 32 copper.
I would like to pick up some of the ball bearings on the stairs.
Yeah, you head back. You pick them up. You've got a good number. Eirys does no longer have 1,000 ball bearings, but actually make a sleight of hand check to see how many that you get.
Ooh, yay! So that's a natural 1 plus 3 makes 4.
As you lean over to pick them up, you step awkwardly and slip, and you're on the ground. You look around, no one seems to be around or noticing or looking at you, so you just sweep a handful up and bring them back. You haven't picked up half of them, but yeah.
Kara wants to investigate the kobold.
You go over. It's unconscious. It's not.
Nudge it with my foot.
It's breathing. It kind of moves over.
Huh.
And yeah, it's still breathing.
Doesn't wake up.
Not when you nudged it lightly. No.
I'll tie it up.
Okay. Grab the body.
Unless it's already tied up.
Its wrists are tied behind its back, but not any.
Yeah, I could tie it better.
Okay. You do so. It's not resistant, so you don't need to make a roll for it. Arthrin similarly tied behind his hands are tied behind his back, Ella, you
Yeah, I'm gonna
approach.
tie this little kobold to a rock. We'll worry about that later.
Okay. You drag him over here.
I
Tie
cast.
him up. Yes, what are you going to cast, Ella?
I was going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level and untie his hands.
Okay. You do so. It's 2d8 plus your wisdom. Off you go.
Eirys,
Mm.
how many of those ball bearings you got? Because I've got a fun idea.
What?
Well, you know how I specialize in loud magic that makes things fly everywhere.
Right.
What if we use that on the ball bearings? Kind of blast them out.
Could work in the right situation. Kind of like
Like
Well,
if you
I'm
put it in a tiny tunnel or like a tube.
Exactly. They funnel
Like-
down rather than the
mean
daggers that
a-
make them fall
like a
over.
musket?
should probably collect what I've left in the tunnel then.
Well, I managed to get this much, and however many I had in my hands.
How much does it look compared to half the bag?
Somewhere between 10 and 50.
Can I go back and pick up?
Make a sleight of hand check, yeah. Ella,
I'm totally
how,
fine with what he has. But...
how much
I'm
is
gonna
Arthrin
help.
18.
You kind of you rest your hands on his shoulders, and you let the arcane energy flow through you, and light glows, and you focus the energy to make it more potent. It actually ends up the light that's flowing from your hands into his body actually shines out of the wounds, and as they seal, the light gets cut off by the skin that's sewn back together over them. So it's like light that gets trapped into his body, and as his eyes flutter, light shines for a moment out of his eyes. As the energy fades, he opens his eyes. Ella. Oh,
Arthrin!
hi.
Hello!
Why'd you take off without us?
Hi, Sintyrr. I would say that I hurt, but I really don't. Thank you, Ella. And you cut his hands free. Thank you.
But no, seriously, why'd you go without us?
I don't know. I've watched you guys climb this mountain, and you were doing such amazing things, and I thought maybe I could, scout ahead. Isn't that what rangers do?
Yeah, we do amazing things because we work together. If any one of us went alone into a dangerous situation, we would be...
Why do you think I travel with this lot? No offense.
Same.
Well, I thought we were all getting along quite nicely.
We are. That's
me too.
why it worked.
So listen,
Works.
you don't have to prove yourself to anyone. You're useful, and you're good. Don't do this again.
He kind
Yeah,
of
because
gets up onto his
really,
feet.
the orc shit does not smell good on you. To be honest, orc shit just doesn't smell good.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Yel. I'm sorry. I really got myself into a tight spot. I guess I owe you guys again.
Yep.
I've got your
Don't
back.
worry about it. We're constantly owing each other all the time.
Not true at all.
Unless you happen to want to give me 40 gold a month for the next year.
He kind of glances at the sword that's in the sheath at your side, and there's a faint magical glow actually emanating from it, and he looks. He's like, "Yeah, you've really fucked yourself, haven't you?"
I'll throw my way out of it somehow. I'm sure.
So,
Didn't seem like the smartest guy.
what direction did the orc that probably got eaten by something go?
Did Eirys have to roll sleight of hand to pick up the ball bearings, though? Because I wanted
I
to
rolled
help.
an 18.
Okay.
You get the overwhelming majority. Obviously, some of them have rolled away into cracks in the stone wall, and you're never going to get those back
Yeah.
no matter how high you roll. But you feel like you've got the majority of them.
Should I say like 900 total?
You now have, after that roll, 943.
That's a lot.
I like
Ah,
odd numbers.
wait, what?
Thank you.
Strange numbers do imply that you've
So-
used them before, and that's nice.
What Which direction did the dead orc go down?
Oh, he ran to this southern chamber into an adjacent place.
We should run to that
but,
place too.
But, like, which... Oh, so that's their privy that way. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys want to rinse and repeat?
So there's no way forward
Seems
except
good.
the way that death was.
Kyro, you feel movement.
Oh boy, like beneath me?
Can I
Guys,
go...
Where is this movement?
Can I
Can I
go...
walk over to the kobold?
It's the kobold.
Can I go towards
Oh.
the kobold as well?
Yeah. You guys step up.
I woke up. Cool.
Hey, who's your friend?
Do you know common?
Maybe.
Undercommon? So, okay, cool.
Okay.
I don't genuinely
seem-
like talking in the tongue of you mortal fools, but given the circumstances, I'll make an exception.
Well, aren't you a mortal fool too?
Not for
You
long.
seem to be in a bit of a predicament.
Not for long, huh? Is there something in this cave?
Yes, there's something in this cave. And if you know what's good for you, you'll turn and you'll leave.
So what's in the cave?
Is it a dragon?
I'm not going to say anything to you, pathetic.
It's a dragon.
I hold the
Kobolds
dagger
acting
to
this
his throat.
uppity, there's something draconic at play here.
That's really smart for a kobold. Normally they're dumb as shit.
No, kobolds are pretty, like, clever guys. They're good at traps and they're good at a lot of things. They're small, but they're pretty wily fellows.
Do
I would never
kobolds have
estimate-
ears?
Much obliged.
Kobolds, kobolds are basically goblin dragons, so they don't have ears as much as they have holes in the sides of their head. He kind of
Okay. Can I stand on his... I assume he's sat down tied against a rock, right?
Yeah.
I want to stand on his hand and put the dagger to one of his fingers. What's in this cave, sweetie?
Make an intimidation check. Do it with advantage. He's surrounded.
I'll take that 19 over the 6. It was intimidation.
It is, my friend. You're good at that.
I'm okay with that. 23.
You take my fingers, you take my life. But there is only fire and fury waiting for you in this cave.
I'll cut off the end of one of his fingers.
Just leave
Just
him
an
here.
end. I'd say that that's a. Let's say that that's a hit point of damage on him.
Let's just leave him here. There's no need to, like, we don't want him warning anyone, but we also might need him for questions.
I'm only cutting off his fingers.
You kill
We hardly need those to
me.
answer our questions.
I have already betrayed my masters. You kill me now. There's nothing left.
I cut off the next part of that finger. I can do this 3 times for every finger.
Listen, if you've already betrayed whoever you're protecting, then you may as well tell us, and maybe we'll let you go.
As you lean down to say this, the kobold spits in your face.
Well, thank you.
Eirys, don't forget about the toes. You got those too.
Oh, I'm just starting on the fingers. I like to start small and then build it up.
Oh, if you just start small, why didn't you cut off his dick?
Guys.
Arthrin rolls a natural 20. Arthrin.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Arthrin-
Sintyrr is 100% being the good cop here.
Arthrin rolls a natural 20 and an arrow from just behind you, Eirys, whizzes over your shoulder through the kobold's head, and
Okay.
Well, that's twice you fucked up today.
Fuck you! Didn't you see that it was just a miserable creature? It probably told us all we knew anyway. All that it knew.
But sometimes it's fun to have a little fun with things.
No, I'm sorry. I can't stand idly by and watch you torture something, regardless of how evil it is.
Then you should have walked away.
Guys, let's not torture things. He's right.
Efficient way of getting answers, though.
You really think you had any more things to tell us? You were doing that because you liked it.
I just glare at him and walk past and go into stealth towards the entrance.
I actually want to insight Eirys and see if she did like it.
Yeah, make an insight check.
Curious.
Can I make one?
Yeah.
What am I
5
doing in terms of?
I have no
5.
idea.
Okay, don't worry.
If they roll really well on their insight, you have to tell them what Eirys's real feelings are.
I'll tell you, it is a thing that she did.
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure Kyro just doesn't know, and that's fine.
With a 12, she didn't appear to like it, but you don't really know. She could have just been acting like, she seemed indifferent, like whatevs.
Okay.
She wasn't grinning.
I'm so glad. Like, sometimes a moment happens when you're playing that makes like storytelling sense, and for Arthrin to roll a natural 20 to get the headshot on the kobold is like, yes.
To roll it.
It was good.
It was very good.
Yeah. So you guys, Eirys, you've rolled your stealth check. Are we going to move on to the next chamber?
Rolled yet? I don't think I did I?
Have you?
16 plus 8. Math 24? 16 plus 8 is 24, right?
You make your way into the next chamber, and this is what you see. I'm going to say as part of your stealth, you kind of keep your eyes open, and I'm going to treat it as kind of a perception as well, because just
I want to kill the spiders.
Oh,
bad.
spiders!
You see along the way
Hate spiders.
a cove of spiders, and from this, you're aware that they're there, because that's a really good stealth roll. That I'm also going to treat as a perception check. But yeah, spiders in the cave. Reminiscent of old times, perhaps.
Can I go with Eirys?
Make another stealth check.
Don't get poisoned this time.
Okay.
There's more.
19.
Okay.
Although...
You guys can deal with this. I'm standing back.
Yeah, you don't have good experiences with spiders.
No, if you have a lesser restoration now.
That's true.
That's true. You can actually heal yourself, which you couldn't do before. Okay, so you two, Eirys, you kind of vault down this kind of raised platform area to the more kind of wet, sort of patchy interior cave. Plant life below. Kyro, you make your way around to these steps here, checking carefully that there are no ball bearings. You make your way down, and
or web for that matter.
Is anyone else going in? Ellie, you're staying back.
Yeah.
Arthrin kind of comes around behind.
I'm probably
beside
going
you.
to approach the entrance to the area and make sure that I'm not seen by anything. If I notice the spiders, I'm going to... Cause back in the Underdark, since spiders are like messengers of Loth, it's against the law to kill spiders for any reason. So, of course, now I take a perverse sort of love in any time I get to kill a spider.
Fantastic. So you kind of see them. You notice Eirys and Kyro make... In fact, no, you don't, because they're so stealthy. But you kind of make your way in, and your eye is drawn to the little cavern where the spiders are. Yell, you step through. You follow the line of sight of Sintyrr, and Arthrin does as well. positions him, makes his arrows ready. Well, who's doing what next?
I'm gonna look at Kyro and see what Kyro wants to do.
I want to
Maybe
kill
wanna-
the spiders,
Okay,
but we
what
might
do they
want to
do?
lure them out into this tiny little choke point area instead of going into their web zone.
What if I made a bunch of noise at them?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll set an... Yeah, okay.
I want to prepare an action to attack the spider that comes out first.
Okay.
I'd
That's
like
prepared.
to prepare an action to attack one as soon as it's past me. Attack it from behind.
Okay.
Assuming it runs right past me.
Okay. Can you remind me of your stealth checks again? I'm sorry.
I think mine was 23?
23
No, 20.
versus...
20...
Mine's 19.
Mine might have been
Yeah,
like
that's
22. It was
fine.
20 something.
They're not
like
going to see you until you stab him. So, Sintyrr, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna start like making noise and like shouting like, hey you eight-legged uglies over there, you ain't shit, but in like undercommon.
that.
One of them casts a web on the ground because they're suspended on the walls, and propels himself Spider-Man style on the ground. Lands on 6 of his legs, and the 2 at the front raise. And they are going to move. We'll do their movement, your surprise round, and then we'll 1, 2, 3.
Attack!
Yep. 4. Okay, so we'll do the attacks there. 1, 2,
16!
3.
How dat?
1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna check that the movement is 30 feet. Yep. Okay, so
Yes!
they climb down, they make their way across. Roll damage then, Kyro. Your sneak attack, so...
Ooh.
Holy shit!
So that's 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Yeah,
15,
as one of them powers out
45,
towards... Yeah, okay, so...
35 damage on that one.
45. As one of them comes
No,
out...
no, 35, sorry.
35, yeah.
Not 45.
Only 30.
Yeah, you watch as the spider goes past you, and in a moment that makes you really reflect on how far you've come from that tavern basement in Uthella where you were fighting one of these. You leg. He collapses down onto the ground screaming, and you thrust both of your swords inside and jerk them out, and gore collapses everywhere. And Ella, you see before you. One of the most cathartic sights you've ever seen. Spider down. Eirys.
Told you ain't shit.
I technically was going to wait until it ran past me, but I didn't realise they'd
Okay.
moved that far. Am I allowed to strike now? Or... Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's moving through.
It's past you enough.
Natural 20!
Roll damage. Don't forget
What?
to double
Okay.
that shit.
What happens with sneak attack and natural
You
20?
double all the dice.
You double,
Double the
You
dice.
double all dice. It's only modifiers. that you
including sneak attack. Yeah, rogues are insane.
I 6 and a 6! I'm not even kidding. I would take a picture and That's like maximum!
That's double 6 and 6.
That's my favourite comparison!
12, 24.
Yeah.
I mean that's it, isn't it?
We both instantly murder.
Yes, you do. Guys, you're getting to level 4 today. It's gonna happen.
I'm excited. I will finally.
Okay.
Have a...
Sintyr's having fun.
Eirys, I mean, you can carry on adding up the health, but like it's done. Let's briefly. I'll tell you what, just to save a bit of time, we'll keep the initiative rolls from the last time. Okay, the spider is gonna go. Then we'll go to the top, just to give
Sintyr's
Ella,
like, Allah who sent you.
just to give you guys a chance to like. For Ella to have a turn, goddammit. Here it is. Ella, it's your turn.
Hello.
The spider's about to go. What are you going to do?
I am going to cast Flame.
Say again.
I'm going to cast Sacred Flame.
He makes a dexterity save. It's a natural 16. 19. So it gets because you summon the arcane energy, and something about the way that it's approaching quite quickly, even though you see your friends around it, makes you nervous. You remember your last encounter with one of these, and the magic falters. You gonna move anywhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna step backwards.
You step back next to Yell. Yell, you see that Ella is uncomfortably flinching here. The spider just watched two of his friends get wrecked by these rogues. They are now revealed. It turns to attack. Which one? Eirys. Jaboom. It's going to... it's going to do a bite attack on you. It is a 17 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Make a con save, please. Oh, bloody hell.
Again, I don't think that's one of my strengths.
You say 9 points of piercing damage from the bite.
Sorry, was it a Constitution saving of
Yes,
12?
yeah.
I'm going to get a bonus.
12. You succeed.
Oh, okay.
You take 3 additional points of poison damage. So that is
What's
9
the
piercing,
total damage?
9
Oh,
piercing, 3 poison.
12 total,
The spider is basically, as he walks towards you, its legs just like plunge through the parts of his former nest mates, and it kind of raises its clawish jaws and sinks into you and boom, injects some venom. You feel it.
Yikes.
It hurts, and it's not like you to get hurt. Its turn is over. Yell.
I'm going to run straight up to it.
5, 10. As you jump off this, make a dexterity save. Or dexterity check, yeah.
21.
Make it. 15, 20, 25. You're right there.
Yep.
In fact, you'll move over there. I'll give you advantage, yeah.
Time to swing my magic Willy.
Do it with advantage, man. You've got the flank.
Yeah, I do. What is my to hit? Plus 5, so that's a 23 to hit.
Do the damage.
I would like to use one of my bardic inspirations to make this a defensive flourish.
All right.
Ooh, you're a swords bard.
I am. That is 7 plus is math hard difficult.
What is
12.
the sum? 12 hit points
12
of
damage.
12 hit points of damage.
And I get an extra 3 to my armor class for the next round.
Okay. I forgot to roll initiative for for Arthrin. He's gonna shoot. He misses. That's his turn. Eirys.
Okay. I'm gonna go both daggers.
All right. Roll.
Now, I'm asking
Oh.
because I'm a rogue, and I know there's a thing when somebody else is attacking it. Do I get
Yes,
that thing?
you get advantage.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to be cheeky, but also
So you
I
get-
No, you totally do. It's part of the feature.
Oh, okay, those are very similar
That's
rolls.
why I like flanking.
That's a 21 to hit. No, wait,
Okay.
hold on, what am I using? Hold on. Action.
I'm glad
and
Yells
daggers.
is a swords bar so I can flank.
Oh,
with
yeah,
him,
yeah,
hopefully.
21 to hit's the same.
Roll damage. Don't forget the sneak attack.
Yeah, the 2d6 sneak attack damage.
And that's just on the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 and a 1, so that's a 7 plus... No. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm using daggers. Sorry,
The
6.
d4 and 2d6.
Okay, that's a 1 and a 6 still.
All right.
Would you look at that? Plus 4, so that's 7 plus 4, that's 11, and then for my offhand, that's a 2. So
Okay.
it's, what, 13?
What did you roll to hit with your offhand? Sorry.
2.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't get
not
the
gonna hit.
modifier on it.
Okay. That's you.
Oh, sorry, you meant to attack.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll for that. That was a 16 for the second one.
Hang on. I'm confused.
16.
I'm confused.
I accidentally rolled damage for my offhand rather than roll to attack.
Okay, yeah.
So does a 16 hit?
It does. What was the damage roll?
Okay. So it was 13 total across both my main and offhand.
Ooh. Oh, Sintyrr, you have a chance here. He's got 1 HP left, so you've got a chance to sate that bloodlust for spider carcass.
My poor horniness.
What are you gonna do?
Oh my god.
Okay, he's gonna like, can he jump down?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Okay.
You have to make a dexterity check, but yes, you can.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, that is 10.
Okay, I'm gonna give you it that you land on both of your feet, but it takes up half your movement. Happily for you,
Okay.
you can just still make it to the spider.
Then he definitely gets to tell Loth who sent you
All right.
before stabbing it in the face.
Roll to hit.
Okay, and that is
Kyro
7.
winces.
17, did you say?
Yeah.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
Doesn't massively matter, but in fact,
What he winces because it's lame?
No, he winces because you said Loth's name.
I don't care.
Sintyrr,
I ain't afraid of her.
how do you want to
She's
do
not
this?
my mom.
Because you're going to do 1 HP of damage, so it's dead. How do you want to do this?
Just stab it right in the face and then cut upwards so that guts and stuff are everywhere.
Yeah, the eyeballs fly off the face and fly in lots of different directions, not dissimilar to ball bearings, and the spider collapses. Wow, we're running quite the XP point count at this point.
And he's like, I needed that!
I want to go investigate the web and see what's up in there.
Okay.
Not necessarily going into the web, but like I want to
Make
look
a perception
around and
check.
see what's
Is there a bag of holding?
if there's anything interesting. Yeah, there might be some spun up adventurer skeletons or something. Okay, 11. Wait, that was my investigation. You wanted perception, sorry.
Yeah, I did.
19.
That's better. You look around and you do see a couple of bodies. They are emaciated. They are drained of blood. They are almost skeletal. In order to see if they have anything on them, though, you'd have to get a bit closer. There are 2 bodies in here.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
And as
Hey,
you
I'm
got-
gonna go
as you-
check out the stuff in this web. If I get stuck, can you pull me out?
You step inside. It is a bit sticky underfoot, but you're able to strode through it without any issue. You get to
Yay.
the first body. You look it over. Make an investigation
I
check.
want to loot all the bodies. 22. Ooh, good.
Somehow, in devouring these 2 humanoid figures, who it's you can't tell what they used to be. That's the level of degradation on their bodies. There do appear to be some leather kind of like straps and stuff around, and actually like there's nothing on one of them, but on the other, strapped to like the inside of the thigh by a leather thong that's really, really tight, is a secured little pouch, which
I'll
contains
check that out.
10 gold pieces.
Okie dokie.
Quite the find.
He's gonna palm 5 of those to Eirys on his way out.
Okay. An unspoken
So no bag of holding in the spider's web.
no.
Give
I'm
a
afraid
silent nod of appreciation.
He kind of smiles.
I smile slightly.
Devouring the spider's web.
How much is it? 5?
5 gold.
Half of 10.
You You then hear from the other side, as you guys make your way back up the steps, Arthrin kind of jogs in from the adjacent corridor, and he goes,
He's not
"Guys,
sure what this relationship is, but he likes it.
guys, there's something in the next chamber. It's insane.
Oh no!
I mean, no, it's not dangerous. At least it's not
That
dangerous
was out of
unless
character, sorry.
you dive in. Come and
Oh,
see.
that's
Come and
what it
see."
was.
If you didn't kill the kobold.
I go sidle up next to Arthrin. I want to see.
It's not
He kind of
dangerous as long as
he
we
leads-
don't run in.
He leads you into the next chamber. Ella, what are you doing?
Are we sure this is
elves
Arthrin
are
and not like
really
a
tempted to run
doppelganger
in.
of Arthrin?
I mean, like, I guess we don't know, but that seems a little far-fetched.
I'm gonna
for
stay
now.
in.
Well, the
At a
thought
distance.
crosses my mind, so I'm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
can
like
I-
to overtake and run in.
Am I able
Okay.
to insight check Arthrin?
As he runs through, you kind of squint your eyes. Make an insight check. As he takes you into the next chamber, this is what you see. Ooh.
Was it a fake Arthrin? Uh-oh.
This is
No, it's
Okay,
just
it's
a
a
bunch of cool
whirlpool.
stuff.
I got 16 on Arthrin and how he's being today.
Well, that's about what we were told about.
That looks like a
there's
bridge
some-
we should jump across.
That there's some. No, that doesn't look like anything we should jump across.
There's
Only
a
someone
vast
more
chamber with a big pool of water that's swirling around into a vortex, almost like a
vortex.
maelstrom, but it seems to be going down deeper. You can't see from this angle, but it seems to go down deep.
Yeah, that's pretty
That
cool.
sounds like something we don't want to go towards. And also it would explain what what's his name said about weird water things.
Can I stand like in the little cove, please, just to get myself tucked into my safe place? Thank you.
You looked at Arthrin. He seems on edge. In a way that communicates to you that he feels it's difficult to understand the way that this young man's feeling because he is so different from you, but you imagine that him being beaten and abducted by orcs has obviously knocked him a little bit.
He's had a day.
He attempted to fire at the spider earlier and missed, so and you kind of get a sense that like maybe he's not quite himself. He's also giving you a bit of the cold shoulder because of your treatment of the kobold.
Oh,
Okay.
I have a
don't-
question.
Yeah.
So, this little broken bridge thing,
Yeah.
are there any rocks above or on the other side that look like I could either wedge an arrow into or something of that nature?
Same idea.
There's certainly a wall. I'll point to it here that you can see here. Whoops, let me just get my controls right. There's a wall here, and there's lots of nooks and crannies and crevices. You could attempt to fire an arrow at that point and try and get across. The water is loud.
Okay.
It flows.
Yeah, how fast/deep does this look over here next to the bridge?
This water is fairly fast flowing, but it seems shallow. It seems
Okay.
shallow to you. Like it's
so
babbling. It's quite rapid, but it's shallow.
I'm going to get a 10-foot run up and I'm going to jump it.
What?
The bridge.
I have the smaller gap that's 15 feet. So I have a strength of 15, so I can make the jump.
Can you indicate which gap you're going?
So I'm going with the 10-foot run up. I'm going across this way. So it's a 15-foot.
5, 10. Just makes it. You almost
And
lose
Kira's
your bounce
like,
backwards,
"Ah!"
and you turn around.
But then when you're fine, he's like, okay.
Arthur
I'm
runs
gonna,
up.
like, look
Yeah,
and
what are you
press at
doing?
him.
I've
Say
got
again?
this.
Yell's making use of the fact his strength stat is quite high, which gives him a long jump.
Yeah. You can jump up to your strength stat with a 10-foot.
I'm gonna tie a
Oh.
rock around the end of some rope and toss it at Yell.
Okay.
Catch!
Okay.
I'm guessing that you took the rope off of the kobold after Arthur shot him through the head.
I thought the kobold had rope on him.
Oh, he did already. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I just tied it good.
Okay.
Possibly make that jump if I'm.
I mean, if you want
Okay.
to.
So there's now a line going up in this direction.
Mm-hmm. So now everyone else can use the rope and pull, like,
Hang on.
just in case.
Yeah.
Someone slips. Don't want him to go get sucked up in a
And then
vortex.
I guess we would need to sidle along the side and then up there, or possibly go up the river.
I'd
I mean,
like to
we wanna
stick
go?
with Sintyrr, please.
Okay. Arthrin kind of looks up to Kyro and yell with that you're holding like a rope across this way. Are we going up that way?
Which way are we going?
Yeah.
Oh, good question. I
Well,
mean,
I can
we
make a
could
jump.
go up with the river, or we could go that other way. I mean, there's a broken bridge thing that, I don't know. He shrugs.
I want to go the way that's not as wet, because if one of us fell down in that river because maybe there's dangerous creatures up that way, then we'd maybe get washed down river and into death.
I know it's only a minor thing, but Eirys would definitely be standing on the other side of Sintyrr.
Okay.
And although generally she always has this kind of cloaked look of like hiding how she's feeling, at least so far, if anybody paid any attention, she's looking rather noticeably uncomfortable.
Music to my ears.
I
Okay.
feel like I would notice her being
So,
uncomfortable.
Just a general question to all of us, do we all know how to swim?
I suppose so, yeah. Ella?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Kiro just kind of waves his hand back and forth. As in, sorta.
Are we going up this way?
I think
I mean, I can
not
scout ahead.
swimming a lot would be good.
Arthur steps up onto
With
the bridge.
And
Yell, if there's anything that you're not, it's subtle. If anyone's going to scout ahead, it's got to be either Kyro or Eirys, right?
You never said it had to be subtle.
Scouting is subtle, like the clues in the name.
Oh, and you were so
Like
strong with your
player
scouting.
strengths.
Shut up! I'm still sore about that. Literally.
I'm gonna take the other end of
That's
the
'cause
rope
you
and then
found
I'm
an
gonna
arc.
try
That's why you
to
thought about
acrobat
that.
my way over to the other side of the river.
As you walk across, you kind of absentmindedly hand the rope over to Arthrin, who's kind of holding it. As you kind of like, you use the rope to guide yourself through. It's kind of deepish. It's coming up to your sort of knees-ish, and you're wading through.
Well, actually, I wanted to try to like do some flips and shit. Like, there's
Oh, okay.
a little rock in the middle of the river. I want to
Yeah,
like, jump off that.
make a dexterity check then. Make an acrobatics
Okay.
check. You're good at those.
18.
Yep. Okay. So you grab the rope and just hop on that, and you kind of like you end up on this space next to Yell, and then just sweep around to the other side.
And I'm gonna throw the rock end back to the other people on the other side.
Huh? What are you doing? Aren't we all going up
Getting
together?
over the river thing.
Kyro, as you kind of like look at it, the wall behind you is sheer, and it goes like it's like a wall that's completely behind you. It's blocking access to the other side of the road. You might be able
okay.
to see if you can maybe paddle around and along this way, but you'd get wet in the process. It seems that the flow of water is kind of relatively calm around here, so you might be able to do that at a relatively low DC.
Did you guys want to go the other way, like across the broken bridge thing?
Is
I
that
want
a
to go
flat
across the
jump?
broken bridge.
Alright,
Okay.
fine. So he's gonna do that. He's
Okay.
just gonna get
I'm
on
not.
over there.
I'm not gonna jump the broken bridge. By the way, that would be stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna tie the rope to something and then give it to
But
the
I
other
want to
end.
get to the place that the bridge would lead to. Does that make sense?
So since you're standing there,
No. I mean,
everyone could just get on this little nubbin and then get to the dry part
yeah,
of
that's
the
what
zone.
That's what I'm hoping to do.
Like, I think that's the idea, right?
Yeah.
is, every,
that's
is
what we're
everyone
doing, so-
is everyone
Like,
going to head across?
I want to go there and then.
Yeah,
there, and then
I think the goal here is to get everyone onto this nubbin and then get on
Okay.
over to the other part.
How do
Okay.
we describe
That way we
this
can,
in
safely
radio,
use rope.
In that water bit to the left of them, does it Does it look like shallow-ish? Like, again, if you take your time, you might be able to just wade through, or is it like fast and rapid and you might get swept away on that bit?
In terms of like what's happening down here, this water is rapidly moving around, and it would take a pretty strong check. In terms of like what's happening up here,
yeah, like immediately to the left of them, where they're going to try and like shimmy around.
The flow
to
of
get
water
to the...
is pretty strong here, but the flow of water in this section is like almost bouncing back off of this rock and is kind of swirling around in a relatively tame manner and gently being drawn in this direction.
Okay, I'm going to go up like behind Arthrin.
Yeah?
No, sorry, as in like I'm just going to stand behind him. I'm just going to ignore him entirely.
Okay.
There is the end of the rope there.
I mean, Arthrin throws the rope back to Kyro.
What? No, I tossed the rock end to the other side. That's how this is working.
Yeah, okay. So, I see, okay.
Yeah.
So Arthrin's going to be like, okay, I'm going to come over. 16. So yeah, he makes it across. He kind of like, he sticks to like the shallow parts, placing his feet carefully and manages to make his way across. Throws the rope
and then
back.
You toss the rock end, yeah.
I'm saying that the rope aid is giving out advantage on the throws. So if anyone else wants to try and get across, they can.
Sintyrr.
Yes?
Ella, like, you might want to piggyback Ella or something.
Oh, of course.
No offense, Ella.
None taken. Don't worry. Thank you.
You're a lot less likely to get,
pick up
swept away by
Ella
water.
so that she can sit on my shoulders.
Woo! This is fun.
Okay.
Onwards, my valiant steed.
Sintyrr, I'm gonna say just athletics check. You're guided by the rope, but it's a heavy carry. So,
Okay.
Sorry, no offense.
Hey!
Sorry.
Okay.
You're bigger than a bread box.
My athletics is
Ella and
okay.
Cynthia.
So I got an 11.
Oh, okay. It's marginal, and it takes a couple of minutes of careful feet pressing, and everything from your knees down ends up pretty cold and wet. And Ella is not particularly helpful because she continually shifts around and stuff, and it's like, but you manage it just about. I can make some space for you.
Some, like, really bony shoulders.
Well,
That's
excuse
uncomfortable up here.
you've got some very wiggly everything.
I'm not used to being this high.
And it's just all wiggles.
Kyro's gonna toss the rock end to Eirys and also make like a wrapping motion around like his forearm.
Okay. Yeah. Eirys, you can make
Like,
a
if she wants
acrobatics
to
check with
tie
advantage because you've got the rope to help.
Okay, what's my 17.
Yeah, okay. Make it across. You kind of hop into the water, take a couple of steps onto the rock in the middle, and then across. It's pretty cramped over here, but you're all there. Arthur's at the back. Arthur's at the back, and he's like, "Oh man, this river doesn't seem too bad. You know, we might be able to make our way back this way."
Is just somebody figure out which way's better before.
What are you gonna do? In essence, the choice is that you can all basically take a little dip and swim across here, or try and jump across, or you could try and wade through the kind of shallows, but the fairly.
Either way, we're getting.
Does anyone want? Do you guys care? Like, if you guys want, you can wait here, and I'll look ahead, whichever direction, and then come back.
That seems like a good idea to me.
I think we should go upstream up onto that ledge.
Alright. Okay. So they're gonna go upstream then.
Okay. As you go, make
by
a
upstream,
general...
did you mean... Okay.
Oh, I meant the other way, sorry, as in like up onto
you meant across the
over here?
bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So just make a general acrobatics check to just kind of vault. I mean, you
24. I get there without my feet getting wet.
Yeah. Not only what you do is you kind of jump up and you grab onto the wall and you climb across. You scale across on the wall, and you do it. You kind of jump on, scoot across, hop off. You flip as you do so. 3-point landing.
Nice. I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Again, you kind of use the wall to climb across. It's not that far. You jump off next to Kyro. Arthrin looks.
Alright, hell away from the water.
Arthrin looks.
Let's stealth.
All right.
13, and we're just gonna scout forward until we run into something.
And yeah, stealth. I'll roll for stealth.
Mhm.
Natural 20.
Nice. Hang on a sec. Give me a second.
What is that with my stat? That's +8. Yeah, 30. So literally, I think the highest roll I can get currently is a 30.
So Eirys, you just disappear. Did you say, Kyro? Did you say it was a 13?
I got a 13. Yeah.
Okay, you guys
Not
move across.
amazing.
You guys move across. Kyro on this side, Eirys on this side, and you look further into the next chamber, or where the chamber leads, and it is a.
Ooh, there's a down.
In fact, there's a further ahead than originally. You see the body of the orc that was seized earlier on, and over it is a horrific combination of eagle and like antlered stag, kind of ripping into it.
Yep.
It seems to be scraping into. As you do, roll of 13 for your stealth. It looks up.
Mm-hmm.
Roll initiative, everybody.
Whoops.
Roll initiative. Because that roll of 13 was not enough
Ooh, I
for its passive perception.
critical. I will.
I rolled a natural 1, so it did the opposite.
2. Okay.
I got
2 rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
I never
that
seem
gives
to
me
do
a
well with my
22.
initiative rolls.
In fact, no. I'm going to add a turn. Just give me a second.
I know what I will do.
This is interesting because you guys, most of the party is on the other side of that waterway. Let me just go through.
I'm just gonna yell back down the cave. Oi, Paladin!
Okay. Eirys, what did you roll?
At the party.
I rolled, I think it's 5 total, but it was a natural 1.
Okay. Arthrin rolls a 9. Yeah, what'd you roll?
Natural 20 with a +2, so 22.
We got 2
22.
crits.
Ella?
17.
17 is good.
17. That's good.
Kyro,
Mm-hmm.
what'd you roll?
I got a critical 20, so I go first.
Well, what's your initiative roll? Add your dexterity.
Oh, the whole thing? 1 second.
Yeah, initiative rolls are the only thing where you actually do need to...
24.
Because it's possible that somebody could perceivably...
Somebody
Sintyrr.
else crits.
Sintyrr.
I got 14.
That's good stuff. So you both, Kyro, you're the first to react from making eye contact with this red-eyed stag with giant eagle's wings. It's a huge beast. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna run over there 30 feet to that little alcove-ish area, whip out my bow, and shoot at it.
Okay, make an attack roll. As you run.
18. And
Hits. Roll damage.
okay, cool. That's 4, 4, 4. That's 12, 24, 27, 28 damage.
Okay, 28 piercing, is it?
Yep.
The blow is sinks into its flesh, but as it does, there's
I'm aiming for the head.
Okay, so it kind of hits. As it heads towards the head, it suddenly deflects downwards and into like its shoulder, sort of clavicle region. And as it does, there's just something. It doesn't do quite as much as you would have thought.
Huh.
That's you.
Good against Pearson.
Yell.
I'd like to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay, do that.
I'm doing some math quickly
Ooh, I critical.
to work out something.
Okay, you're definitely hidden. Yell. What you gonna do?
I'm just working out the math to throwing someone.
Yeah, nice.
Oh no.
The math is subject to athletics check.
The
Fastball special.
thing is, Ella is a size of small,
Yes.
Yeah,
so I can just throw Ella.
you could throw Ella, and she's wearing armor, so she'd probably be okay.
I could just
She's a
throw
little
Ella
baked
across.
potato.
Okay, and what's the distance that you can throw?
That's what I'm trying to work out.
Hang on a sec. I'm pretty sure this would probably be on my DM screen. Let me just get it out. Because it's got loads of little tidbits about that.
Where is it?
Long jump, high
Throwing
jump,
distance.
concentration. It
Where
doesn't
is throw
say.
distance? God damn it.
I think perhaps if James sets a DC and Yell clears it with his athletics, it will work.
I think that's what we're going to have to do. Want to give it a
Kind
go?
of like shot put, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
use my bonus action to inspire myself.
Okay, yeah, sure.
can do
And
it, yeah.
then, Ella, I think they need you up there. Sorry about this, and I'm going to pick up Ella and throw her across the...
Yeah. Make the athletics check.
Very good.
Just to make sure I'm going to use my inspirations. So that's before my modifier. That's 22.
Yeah,
That's
5, 10, 15.
25 total.
You're hurled across. There's just sheer water underneath you, Ella, and then you land on your legs on the other side.
Wow.
Yeah!
Sorry, you're probably more useful over there at the moment. Who's next? And I look back to see who I could throw next.
Arthrin cowers against the back wall. I'd say
that's my turn.
I'd say that's your turn. Sintyrr, what are you going to do?
You haven't ordered the stuff right.
Have I not?
17 becomes a
Oh,
14.
sorry, it is Ella. Yeah, sorry. Ella, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna Cleric yell.
I said sorry.
Drama.
And then, oh, hang on, let me move this and I can see who the monster is. Oh, I am going to move forward.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You want to dash?
Yeah, why not?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As you run, you don't see anything.
Puritans are dangerous.
Sintyrr.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get over to where the action is as quickly as I can.
How are you intending to do this?
Running.
What is your strength
Prob-
modifier?
My strength modifier is +3.
So it's at least 16.
15 or 16.
Okay,
So I can
so
probably make that jump.
you can basically do it, yeah.
Okay, let's jump.
All right. 5, 10. Nailed it. I'd say that takes. Does that constitute an action, RB? Do you think?
Long jumping.
Yeah. Or is it
Yeah.
just part of movement?
I think it's part of movement. Like it uses that much movement.
Okay. So
Essentially.
you've done it.
And then I can
Still
dash,
action.
maybe.
So that's okay. So your dash action takes you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There.
Okay.
There it is.
Because you obviously have to do the 10-foot run up, and then it's the distance to jump it. So yeah.
Arthrin is going to stick with what he knows, and is going to spend the next turn climbing across, because he got like an 11, so it's going to take him a few seconds to get across. So he is in situ climbing the wall across. Eirys.
I'm gonna shoot a bird at that thing,
Fire!
and I am sneakity sneak.
You are.
I assume
This
it
is
doesn't know I'm
true.
here.
It's just been hit by Kyro, so it's somewhat perplexed, but it doesn't know the source of the agonizing, soul-rending pain.
Okay. Would I get sneak? Oh, I would get sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
And then come
Can't see
stealth,
you.
wouldn't I? Okay.
You have advantage.
Right. Oh wait, I need to roll to hit first. Roll damage already. Let's see if I actually hit. I hit. Okay, 12 plus 6. 18.
Hits, roll damage.
Okay, I already rolled damage, so that
Okay.
was. What is it? Plus 4. 18.
Again, you loose the arrow. It hits. It makes a special place in the shoulder blade of this creature, right between the wing and the arm connection, and it just seems to have been repelled by something. There's a magical energy on the body of this creature that's reducing the damage it's taking.
I'd like to use my bonus action to stealth these.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe we need to
um,
do with melee or magic or something.
12 add 2, 14.
Okay. Yeah, alright. The Periton is going to turn and shriek, thus summoning Brethren. And it's going to move forward. It's in flight. Let me just take a closer look at this. It is 60. Is Kyro still in hiding? Did you still hide?
Kyro's a 20, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so it's not going to see you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It's just outside of your vision. 40, 45, 50, 55. Ella, you're there.
Seriously.
No.
It's
Well, now I feel bad.
going to make a gore and a talon attack, and
Oh, good lord.
because it's flying and it just flies out of the through the cave and straight into you, it gets the benefit of dive attack, which we'll talk about if it hits. Gore. 17.
I feel bad.
Remember that cleric
Miss.
we used to have?
17 misses. That's the
Yeah.
cleric. That's the cleric, friends.
You
So-
have an armor.
As you see it coming, you raise your shield, and just for a moment you're terrified. You go, helm, and your shield glows, repels the smashing body of the Periton. It's going to follow up with its talons, and rolls a natural 1 as it comes up with the talons.
You bashed it real good.
You feel the impact. You lash out with your shield and smash it in the face. It is dazed. Its friend is going to come along as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. It's going to take
They can't
the
swoop
dash
back up
action.
either, which means they're in melee.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Guys. He's taking a dash.
Seriously?
He's taking a dash, so he can't attack, but he's there. Here.
Ooh, but you know what they are also? Flanked.
Oh, Kyro, you son of a...
Nice.
Okay, so that is their attacks. Ella, that was... Oh my god, natural 1. That was so good. He's dazed. Like, he's really out of it. He's been smashed in the face by your shield. Kyro.
Yes.
I unsheathe my weapons and I run and jump and slash at the Peritons.
Make your attack rolls. Make your attack
Does a 17 hit?
rolls. A 17 does.
Does a 22 hit? Well, of course it
I
does.
think you
I'm
know
gonna
the
roll my
answer.
damage. Yeah.
Okay, so 17, that's halved.
17 plus 6. That's the damage.
23 halved to...
Ah, it's
11.
halved, so they do have resistance.
That's what I've been thematically explaining, but it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
I know.
How do you want to do this?
I want to cut off its wings.
With one blade.
And then stab
With another blade.
through the head. Yeah.
And the body collapses to the ground, and as it falls through the head, its dazed head by Ella's shield just makes it the perfect target. It's almost too good. That's you.
Actually, is it possible to just... Can I just do a blow to the head to knock it unconscious, non-lethally?
I'm going to say no, because you've just described how you're going to do this.
Okay, fine.
But well done. It was a good kill. A worthy kill. Yell.
I'm going to look behind, see that everybody else has gone. So I'm going to back up so I can get my 10-foot run up.
Yep.
And I'm going to jump across.
5,
I have
10.
a score of 15.
Okay, so I'm going to say, including the backup and the jump, that's your movement.
Yep, I gathered it would be. So dash action of 30 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You just watch. You watch as Kyro just is hacking this.
Bonus action.
He just whirlwinds this thing apart.
Bonus action. I'm going to inspire Ella. Really sorry about that. Didn't realize they go straight for you. You got this. You got this. It's your birthday. No, it's not, but it's your birthday.
Okay, Ella, you're filled with inspiration because of that, and I think I speak for all of us when I say that's a miracle. It's your turn.
Okay. Can I hit it?
Yes, you can.
I'd like to hit it very hard.
Swing to attack. Remember that you have your bardic inspiration, which is an additional d6 should you choose to use it.
Oh, okay, so I roll.
You roll a d20, add your strength and proficiency. Say again.
21.
Hits, roll damage.
Wrong dice. So I rolled a 7.
Okay, so that's again as you smash. What's your weapon again? I forgot.
Hand axe.
Yeah, as you
So I'm going slashing.
as you hack at it with that hand axe, it hits and it makes an incision, but then it's suddenly repulsed back as if some kind of magnetic energy's there. It doesn't cut as deep as perhaps the hit should have. That's you. You still have bardic inspiration, Sintyrr.
Okay, I'm gonna go right up to it and try to swing my sword at it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Seeing as it's currently being hacked at by Ella, I'll give you advantage on this.
Alright. Oh, I crit.
Nice! Roll the damage!
Okay,
You guys are rolling really well.
Yeah,
I know.
If
it's
I-
like
if I-
slicing a knife through butter.
If I crit to hit, does that affect the damage?
Yeah,
Yeah, every
it made you
dice
double the die.
every dice you roll is doubled.
Okay.
The modifiers stay the same.
And alright, so I rolled a 3, which is a 6, plus 5 equals
11.
11 damage.
Okay, again, not as much damage as you would have liked, but you've heard it. It's got a couple of cuts on its body now. Arthrin carefully places one foot into into an alcove on the wall and moves his hand to the next, and that's his turn. He gets to the other side. Eirys.
And can I shuffle down so I can see between Ella and Sintyrr?
Down here, like that.
Yeah, cool. And then
Alright.
shoot it with my bow.
Do it.
This doesn't have advantage.
I don't know, Arby, can you give me some advice here?
No, the swashbuckler class allows ranged while they're distracted.
Okay.
And you didn't
It
take
does not.
swashbuckler. Yeah.
Inquisitor.
Oh, but
which is
natural
the-
20 again. Not
Oh,
even
okay.
kidding.
Yeah,
What is
okay.
with these rolls? I love it.
This is the best
Um,
session ever.
Okay, so this is... I don't have sneak attack, it's just normal, but I double it. Okay. Oh, that's a 1, so 1 that makes 2 plus my 4, 6.
Again, there's a ward on the body of this Periton that's
Oh,
like
to have a
making
razor?
making arrows just curve wildly as it's approaching its body, so that it gets the extremities and not the actual core of the body, which is doing less damage.
How's it looking?
Do you know what? It's taken a few hits, but it really
It's looking good.
it's okay.
Too
It
good.
looks enraged.
Could say it's looking mighty fly.
It's taken.
We need at least
It's
two
taking
more
2
rounds.
crits.
Fly for a paragon.
As you guys, let's put this here. Yeah. You guys hear from further down in the cave another. It's been alerted by its brethren that's coming up.
That was delicious. Another.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Just what I
5, 10,
wanted.
15, 20, 25, 30. I'll say that it gets that far. And this one is going to... It's seen its friend get completely wrecked. It's seen Ella deflect its friend's attack, so it's going to turn its attention to Sintyrr. And do 2 attacks, one with the goring, one with the talons.
Wanted.
Oh, buddy. Oh, fuck. Natural 20.
Oh, yeah, just what I wanted.
You sustain 11 points of piercing damage as it kind of rams into your body with its horns and follows up with a talon attack, which is a natural 4. It's a natural 4, so it doesn't hit.
Okay.
So yeah, the horns just plunge into you.
How much
and
damage you say?
11
Okay.
piercing.
Well, I eat that up.
Okay. That's it. That's the turns. Kyro.
Alright, let's do another dash and slash. I run up at it and I'm gonna attack it.
Okay. Can do. Roll to hit.
21.
This hits. Roll damage.
7.
Whoa! Triple ones?
Yeah. Does mouth damage. 3.
Yeah. Okay.
So 10 total.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Again, it does not as much as you think. So, what's your offhand? Are you going with your offhand as well?
Oh yeah, I already did that. 10
Okay.
total.
Okay. Yep. As you hack into its back, it's looking a little worse for wear, but it's still kicking. Still kicking. Yeah.
I'm gonna run into that gap between.
Okay.
Maybe a
this way.
magical sword will have better luck.
I'm gonna take my magic willy and slash with that magical.
Roll with advantage. Flanking bonuses, my friend.
My
Well, that went from a
favorite.
4 to an 18, so
It
18.
hits. Roll damage.
okay, it was 22. So, oh, I got an 8 on the D8. 8 plus 5 is 13.
Yeah.
13 points of slashing damage.
So yeah, you unsheath the magic willy, and it's glowing as you unsheath it and hack across the body, and all of the arcane protection on this Periton, you hack straight through it, and it goes deep, and it wails in pain. It's not well now. Ella.
Can I... I've still got Bardic Inspiration, haven't I?
You do. It's looking
Can I
really
use
rough
that if-
now. Sorry, say that again.
She's fine.
Can I use it if I use a cantrip?
If it's a cantrip to hit,
Can't remember.
then yes, you can roll to add to a cantrip to hit. Say if it was a melee like spell attack. If it was making the Periton do a saving throw like Sacred Flame, no, then no, you wouldn't be able to.
Okay. I am going to hit it again then.
Roll to hit. You have advantage.
Can I use my Bardic Inspiration? Thank
Yes, you can. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, just a heads up for everybody. Bardic Inspiration, you can call to use it after you've rolled the dice, but before the DM's decided whether it's a hit or a miss. So, like, if you roll and you're like, oh, that's maybe, you can then use it.
You give it a bump.
So you don't have to waste it if you, like, roll a nat 1.
Or indeed a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, there have been plenty of nat 20s today. It's good.
Yeah.
You guys are
Could
really
say we're on a
wrecking it.
roll.
Ah,
That's too bad.
Maybe next campaign.
Eirys multi-classing in a bard.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
My life is
Be
pain.
like,
Yeah, I feel like she'd be one of those comedians that's funny because they're so sad or like so like depressing.
Cynical,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Ella, what's the roll?
I walked into a bar last night, got really drunk.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
I got a 4.
So are you not going to use your bardic inspiration then?
Yes, actually. Sort it, yeah. Oh, that's better. Thank you. 15.
15?
Yeah, we rolled.
Oh,
Is
is
that what it
that
is?
bardic inspiration isn't a reroll, is it? I thought bardic inspiration
Oh
was an
no,
additional
bardic
D6.
inspiration's where you roll like a d6 and you add it. So
Yeah.
sorry, it's not
That's fine.
advantage.
Ignore that then.
Okay. All right. So you miss. Okay, no worries.
Advantage, though,
Hang on.
because
Did
it's
you
being
roll?
ranked.
Did you roll a 4 with advantage, Ella?
No.
Then you get to use the 15 because you have advantage
Yeah.
anyway.
You had advantage on the roll, so you can take the 15.
Yeah.
Oh,
do you
I
want?
will
Do you
take the
want?
15 then.
Do you want to bump it with? Do you want to bump it up with bardic inspiration? You don't have to, but you could.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, roll a
Alright, roll a
d6.
d6.
4.
So that goes up to
So now it's a 19.
That hits. Roll
That
damage.
hits.
Fabulous. 7.
7 halves to 3. Oh my goodness! You kind of like swing at it, and you break off one of its antlers, and it gets lodged in its own eye, and it looks at you,
Ow.
and it lands, and it's whimpering, looking up at you, suddenly massively weak from the attacks from the side. Sintyrr. Sintyrr, it's your turn.
Does it seem non-hostile now?
It's on the verge.
Interesting.
All right.
a pet parrot.
Like, I
have
guess
Perry the parrot.
Remember, we do need one of these hearts, and I don't know if straight up killing it would be the best route to getting a heart. I don't know though.
I will not Perry the parrot. He will become my second bestest
Good
From the
try.
bag, there's like a kick as Stanley is like offended.
I've never heard of a Perryton being tamed, but
can't
if there was
be
any
Perryton.
campaign where we could tame a Perryton,
I can seduce anything.
Be at the hearts of
Oh.
things.
so what do
Sintyrr,
we
make a
do?
choice. Make a choice. Make a
It's up
choice.
to
Make
you.
a
It's your
choice.
turn. Go.
What are you going to do?
Well, Sintyr's not aware that anyone's trying to save a Perryton
It
for
was
any
just a
reason,
joke. Do whatever you're going to do.
so he would just swing his sword at it.
Roll attack.
So I rolled a 2.
Okay, yeah, it wildly misses. You didn't
Swing and
you,
you
you didn't
miss.
you didn't expect it to like suddenly drop onto its like taloned claws, its hind legs, and so you just swing and you miss. You hit the air that it was occupying a second before. Arthrin rolls around.
Your lucky
5,
day,
7,
Perryton.
15, 20, 25, 30.
It's your lucky day,
Ooh.
Perry.
Oh, buddy. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see this Perryton? I think you just about can. You're gonna try and shoot the thing. And roll a 10. Bloody hell.
I'd love to see Arthrin in a musical.
It is gonna hit. A longbow's a D8, is that right? Is a longbow a D8?
I think I've got a short bow, it's a D6. I don't know about it.
Yeah, D8's
Yeah.
Yeah. For the second time since you've entered this cave, you're surrounding an enemy, and an arrow comes out and just goes straight in its neck and collapses. Arthrin kind of yells after you guys. Sorry, climbing that thing was, yeah. There's a shriek from behind
I give him a
Kyro.
thumbs up.
There's a shriek from behind Kyro. There's another one coming. Eirys.
Alright.
Am I able to run up and to the right and sneak into that alcove there, or is that too far?
Can you indicate, please?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that one.
Which one?
Where's my
This
thingy?
one. No, you can try.
Yeah.
Run up here. Make a self check.
Yeah, that works.
Sweet. Natural 20, and that was almost a 2. It 2 bounced off to a natural 20.
Okay, so that is you hidden. And I guess you're going to hold an attack for when they come along?
Yes, can I hold an attack, please, for when it comes into view? For my bow.
Into view? Okay, yeah, sure.
Of me.
And no sooner do you kind of throw yourself against the wall and get your bow out, it comes around the corner. 5, 10, 15. It's there. You can see it.
Oh, alright. Right, okay, so rolling to hit. I'm sneaky. Sneak. 18?
Hits, roll damage. Don't forget sneak attack.
Okay. D6. Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so 12 out of 15, 17 damage.
Okay. Guys, man, having resistance to like any weaponry is huge. So yeah, that hits home, straight over the chest. Ooh, man, that was really central. Did you hit the heart? Anyway, it's gonna carry on. 5, 10, 15.
I mean,
20,
if it hit the heart, it'd
25,
probably
30,
be in a lot more
35,
pain.
40, 45, 50, 55. It's going to close to Kyro and it's going to unleash Gore attack.
Yay.
Ooh, buddy.
What does
19.
heroism do again?
Sorry?
Yeah, pretty sure that hits. Yep,
It's a
hits.
19. So it's going to be not 1d8 but 3 because it's rushing you. It's rushing.
Hey, what does heroism do again? Gives you like HPs, right?
Gives
Like
you some,
buffer HP.
yeah, some buffer HP.
Cool,
You
how much?
sustain.
Sorry.
It's important that we know this actually. How much extra HP does he
Okay,
have?
the buffer HP you have from heroism
Take some water,
gives
dude.
you 4 temporary HP.
Oh,
Okay,
thanks.
So those are gone. You'd be surprised to hear.
Oh, no, not at all.
And on top of that, you sustain 14 piercing damage as it
Ow!
as it just shrieks and flies through the narrow kind of way out into this wider space and just
I didn't like that.
hits your horns, and it's going to follow through with a talon attack. That is an 11 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so as it follows through with the talons, you basically get like speared by the horns, and as it tries to follow through, you actually grab onto the horns and let yourself get thrown up into the air so that the talons can't get you. But those some serious puncture wounds, my friend, and the heroism did
Alright,
its
so it
work.
threw me up in the air. Alright, I'm gonna, as I'm falling, I'm going to try to stab it.
Okay, let's see.
Alright. Do I have I don't think I have advantage, right?
No, you don't.
Okay, so 15.
That does hit.
Oh wait, sorry.
No sneak
I need to
attack.
take off. Yeah,
We'll take the first one. We'll take the first roll. That's
Yeah,
2
so
plus
that's
4, 6.
6 total. And I'll try to hit again. 9 does not hit.
Yeah, it doesn't. So as you kind of
Alright.
like throw yourself off, you brandish both of your blades. One of them scratches across the surface. Not much. Yell.
And then I'd like to land and
yeah.
behind
Is there-
it, preferably.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you do that.
What is the state of the cave looking like? Just
Cave?
from glance, yeah, like as we've been going through.
Stalactites.
I mean,
Stalagmites.
Not really. It's I
Ah.
mean, it's just a walls and ceiling, fairly
It's
level
smooth.
underground,
Sturdy.
underfoot. It's fairly sturdy. It's a mountainside, so it's made
Good.
up of
Oh.
ancient stones.
I see.
In which case,
You're making sure no rocks fall and everyone dies.
correct. How does? Where's the best place to? Ow. No, that's too close to you.
Sorry.
There. Haha.
You did it!
I did it. I found the spot. So there, at that point there,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Shatter.
It's gonna hurt
So-
that wall. If we're lucky, there was a secret hidden pathway.
So it needs to make a con save.
It rolls a natural 2, 3. 3! It fails.
Yeah, it does. Nope. That was 10 points of thunder damage. Thunder.
Question, does it affect a target that's in the air?
It's probably a 3-dimensional shape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sphere.
Okay,
Yeah, it would.
that's
It
good.
would.
It does the damage. There's a flash of lightning and a that echoes
I
around.
imagine it's fairly close to the ground anyway, since it attacked me.
Yeah. So yeah, it takes damage. It's looking pretty beat up now. That's a good turn. Anywhere you want to move.
No, I'm good.
Okay, Ella.
I'll stand my ground.
You've seen that melee attacks aren't doing much damage, but magic attacks are.
Okay, I am gonna cast. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Sacred Flame.
Okay. It rolls an 18.
Yeah.
You just can't get it started. It's like a lighter that won't light. It's just you raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. It's this faint glows around its body, but it doesn't. Anything else?
I might take just a step back, actually.
Okay. That'll be that. Sintyrr.
Okay, I'm gonna go forward and slash at that Perryton.
Okay. I'm gonna say it has turned around because it's like throwing Kyro around and Kyro's landed behind it, so it would have turned to face Kyro. So you do have advantage.
Aha.
Nice. Okay, so don't miss this time. Okay, hold on, let me check.
Remember you have advantage.
Oh right. Good, good. I rolled one more.
Oh, buddy.
But let's see what it is with the
Modifiers.
yeah. So it's 7 plus 5. 12.
Oh, just misses.
Tisk.
That'll be it.
He's just.
Arthrin's gonna fire again. My boy Arthrin. Natural 2.
Fire bow.
Misses. Eirys, you are still hidden. You with us,
Take it out,
Eirys?
my lady.
Jodie, you're muted if you don't.
Sorry, I just realised. I'm gonna shoot it again. And you
Okay.
say I'm hidden.
You are hidden, yeah.
18, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage. You got stealth. You got sneak. You are hidden.
Bye bye. Okay, so 6 plus 17 damage. Well, yeah, 17 initial
Woo!
damage.
17 is halved to.
Oh,
8.
didn't I get 17 last time? I don't know.
Yeah, okay, so the arrow kind of like lodges itself in the side of its head, and like and it kind of like recoils, and it's looking rough as heck. But it's not dead. It is going to attack the one that's in front of it, because the one that's behind it didn't manage to hit. It's an 18 with a gore attack.
That hits.
You sustain, bloody hell, 11 points of piercing damage.
What's that -4? That's
Are you?
7. I'm still standing.
It's going to go with a talon attack. 23.
That hits me.
Buddy, 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 buddy.
Possibly
I'm
the 23
gonna go
hits.
down.
3, 7.
You sure the 23 hits?
You
Like,
sustain a
very
further
hard to get 23.
10.
I'm down.
Okay. Kyro, you just get ravaged by the Periton from...
Yeah, the claw just rips open his chest and he's down.
Okay. You are... dead boy. Not
Time for the death saving throws.
Yeah, you need to make one.
Oh, right now, cool. Alrighty. 20.
1d20. That's all.
Yup.
No modifiers, no nothing.
9. So that's a fail, right?
That's a fail.
Kyro stops
Yeah.
breathing. Yell.
So, bonus action. Gonna cast that healing word to get Kyro back up.
Okay. Roll the
Such a good
D4.
Bring me back to life.
You get 6 HP.
Wake me up! Wake me up!
Kyro, you're lying on your back. You don't hurt quite so much, but it's still pretty painful.
And then I'm gonna take a step forward. And I'm gonna swing my sword.
I'm going to say, because it's happening in the same moment as it's ravaging into Kyro, you can roll with advantage.
Was that with advantage?
He's not dead,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
boy
yeah.
is he bleeding.
19 to hit.
It hits, roll damage. Don't y'all be worrying about no magic resistance either.
Nope. 4 plus 9 points of slashing damage.
How do you want to do this?
So, it's turned away from me.
Yeah. It's kind of like hovering in the air, having just lashed into Kyro.
How high up above the air is it hovering?
Oh, it's like just a handful of feet because it's engaged with you guys.
Okay, I'm going to thrust the sword into its back to pull it down.
Yeah, easy
Then
enough to
take
do.
the sword out. Take the sword out and cut off its head cleanly from behind.
Yep. Down on the ground. Shing! Like in Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring. You take the sword out and flourish it around and take off its head. And it collapses. You, my friends, have the corpses of 3 dead Peritons surrounding you.
I loot the antlers.
I'm gonna help Kyro up.
You can cut off the antlers, yeah, make a... Oh, guys, do you mind if I just quickly stop and take a pee break?
Oh, I will too.
Key check. Got
We'll
it.
be right back. We'll be right back. I just need to... Yeah, I'm about to die.
Carry.
Oh, buddy.
Usually, like
know
their
what?
organs, they rot really fast.
We could stick them in the cold water.
It's meat.
Come back for them later. That's what you do with deer.
A day
That's
and a
how you
half
chill deer meat.
unrefrigerated.
That makes sense, yeah.
Alright.
Plus
Okay,
also it's
I'm back.
cold, so
I'm
slight
back.
refrigeration.
We're in a cold cave, so that'll help. Alright, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
then.
we're in a refrigerator right now.
Okay.
It is cold in
I'm
this
walking
cave.
next to Kyro and hold out my arm, so we can do that like cool, like not like pulling him up by his hand, but like that cool arm to arm thing. Like
Yeah.
He knows
Grasping
what
the
we're doing.
forearm,
He goes
Yeah.
into it.
cool.
pulls up onto their feet. A true rogue bro moment.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, just getting overwhelmed with
What-
We're
emotion.
Bond-
bonding
Was I,
rogue style.
Was I doing a survival check for the ad?
Yeah. Survival check to see whether or not you can grasp these Periton antlers.
Man, he sure is bleeding heavily.
And Eirys as well is like
Uh,
got a bit of a gory mess on her shoulder, like just oozing.
+2, that's
Oh,
13.
that doesn't look so good.
13.
You too.
Yep.
There are obviously 6 horns here, and you acquire 4 of them.
Sweet.
And they're in fairly good condition. But
Well,
two have been damaged by the fight, and the combination of the one of them's like lodged in one of its own eyes, and you know, it's only possible for you to recover 4 out of the 6. But
Yeah.
they're in good condition, moderately. There's some scratching and stuff, but yeah. Okay. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do?
I'll go up to Kyro and Hero heal him.
Oh, phew.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What are you going to cast?
Cure wounds at 2nd level.
All right.
How is everybody looking health-wise?
Eirys has a bloody shoulder. I have a bloody, just body.
I'm
My
gonna
shoulder's
go over and
messed
heal
up,
my
but I
son.
imagine Kyro, at least before Ella got to him, looked like a real mess.
17.
Oh, bless you. Let me add that.
So,
Oh, I'm back to full.
Okay,
He's
never
going to
mind.
say
Do you need
thanks.
I didn't need to heal you.
I
guess.
look sassily down at my mess of a shoulder that's just bleeding and
You
can-
need-
I can
oozing.
give a
I
healing
can-
word.
You got anything for her?
Okay.
I can.
You heal 7 points.
Thanks.
Healing word, and that's all I can do.
Okay.
That is almost double what I had.
Is there anything else
Do
anyone else
you
wants
need
to do?
any more healing? Or are you okay?
I've got healings.
I've
Yo, it's
slight-
brand
slightly
new.
bleeding on my shoulder. It's a lot better than it was.
Okay.
You good
Does
to
anyone
continue?
need to be topped off?
I am at the grand total of 29 out of 29.
If you were to arbitrarily describe your level of health somehow.
If you want to heal her,
I
like,
feel like, yeah.
if you want to finish healing
29,
Eirys'
29.
shoulder, do it.
Okay, I'll go finish healing Eirys' shoulder. How much you need?
It would be 5.
All right, I'll give you that from my
Thanks.
lay on hands pool.
That's fine. I'm obviously like story wise. You lay your hands, you transfer the energy until you see that all of the wound is
Yeah.
completely healed over, and then you stop.
You can estimate.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm
steps
gonna do some
forward.
stretches.
Hey,
Ready to...
these are the
keep-
ones that Venteath wanted us to harvest, right?
Yeah.
Has anyone... He watches as Yell snaps off an antler. Was it the antlers he wanted?
No, he wants their hearts.
Oh, bugger.
Yeah, how are we gonna keep those fresh?
I mean, we're in a cold cave. They'll last like a day and a half. We're not that far from the temple.
Oh, right.
I mean, if you think we're gonna be here for more than a day, we could stick them in the river. Last longer that way.
We don't need to do that yet.
We could stick one of them in the river.
You don't need to make perception checks to see that there are like pockets of snow that have kind of drifted in from outside and the crags
Yeah,
and the
just-
cracks.
Alright, I'm just gonna
Stick
dump
'em
one
in
in
the
the
snow.
snow.
Did we make checks to get the hearts out, or is it...
No, we're just doing the whole bodies. We can do the hearts later. They'll stay more fresh inside the body.
Okay, so you're going to leave the bodies and
Would
come
they?
back for the hearts
It's
later
warm
on.
in there.
Is it? Oh yeah. I guess we should open the bodies up
Hmm.
and get the hearts out. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to do that now?
Sure. Yep.
Arthrin's going to give you a hand so you can roll
Arthrin,
with
help me.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help. I'll help.
All right.
Make a
So
survival
that's
check.
survival. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can make a blood angel.
A blood angel? I mean, you can. It's a
That's messed
thing.
up.
There's enough blood on the ground if you want to play in it. Alright.
Oh god,
So
guys.
no
jeez.
parent to their child ever.
You are so
Not
disturbing
true.
sometimes.
I tap my feet in the blood.
You've clearly never seen
Nah.
Drow parents.
That's
Nah,
fair.
I'll get
17.
17.
How do I do?
You approach. This is on the first body, and you kind of cut in and around, and you do feel that there's like a resistance against your blade being in the flesh still. As the life force is slowly draining from the body, it gets less resistance, and you cut in and around where you imagine the heart would be, and it just so happens that a lump of muscle falls out of the hole that you've cut in the body, and it looks to be a kind of a Periton heart.
Okay.
Right. Oh, this is disgusting.
Good job. Out of character, do these feathers look cool?
There are kind of large, resplendent feathers along the wings of these peritons, and they're kind of bluish in color.
I'm just
and
gonna pluck some out. I feel like I can just do that, right?
with that survival check, I'm gonna say that you can pick
Nice.
up to 10 if you want. They're fairly large. Right?
10 works. I'll toss them into a bag.
Okay. That's an obscure inventory edition. You're gonna
Can
have to find a
I,
place that will sell it. Buy it. Yep. Ella?
Can I take a look around and can I see if there's any sort of like stone pebble?
I'm gonna put this heart in some snow.
Yeah. Easy enough to do.
Just
You put it in a place that you
Basically make a
remember.
heart snowball.
Ella, make a perception check.
Uh, 7.
I mean, it's a cave. There are cracks of light shining through, and near where you are, there's actually a rather large kind of gap, and there are snowflakes gently kind of drifting from outside, maybe falling from the sky, maybe just kind of detaching from the snow that's amassed on the top of the mountain that you're currently
Would-
standing in. Yeah?
So no like pretty little stones or pebbles or anything.
Not really. Nothing that you can see.
Not really.
It's all great.
Okay, cool.
Would anyone benefit from taking a short rest?
Yes, that's good.
We would?
Okay.
Like, this is an out-of-character question. Would any of our characters benefit from a short rest? I think we're
Iris
mostly
still
healed
healed
up.
now,
Yeah.
but she doesn't mind.
Well, if we
Okay.
don't need one, we can press on. So, you
Thank God.
guys ready to go?
Oh wait, I need to heal myself actually.
I'll be alright.
I just
Looks him up and down. Does he look alright?
He could use a little healing.
Not Sintyrr, Arthrin.
Oh,
Oh,
Arthrin?
Arthrin physically is absolutely fine.
Okay, then he's fine. We're gonna go deeper into the cave.
That's ominous.
He's had a rough day.
I know.
You guys make your way into the next chamber, and for that, you're going to have to forgive me as you go around and down this old stairway.
Oh no.
I'm going to need to move your tokens over into the
Oh.
next map.
That's
Map
fine. We're just
loading.
going downstairs.
Map loading. You can exactly. Yeah.
We'll let this slide.
So, how's the adventure been, guys?
God, a loading time in this game. God,
Yeah, get that loading.
Yeah.
this loading time
Well,
is so slow.
we've completed the first part of the task, so great.
Mm-hmm.
What do you? So, that kobold. It said that there was something fiery waiting for
Oh
it.
yeah, there was smoke, so yeah, there's probably fire.
Yeah.
You guys-
How much you want to bet that it's a red dragon?
Well, if it's a red dragon, we should probably look at it once and then run away.
Depends on how old it
I
is.
second that.
I don't think it does that much.
As you guys make your way down, you see ahead of you.
Looks like
down
death.
the stairs. Bodies. Yeah. Fallen dead
Let the
bodies.
bodies hit the floor. Let the
Hmm.
bodies hit the floor.
Does it smell like old death or new death?
Does it smell like
this is
roasty
fresh.
death or something else?
Recent death, huh? That means there's a killer.
That circle there, I'm guessing that would be like where the water's falling down.
Yeah,
and
as you
landing
guys
there?
walk
Okay.
across, you see amidst the bodies.
Do you want
see...
us? I think we might want to be cautious actually going in. Does everyone want to come in all at once,
Okay.
or
Sorry,
do we
I
want to
I
like?
was moving all you guys in, but
Do we want to do scouting? Because if there's a red dragon here, we're gonna just want to leave.
Well, if there's a red dragon, then we're gonna want to not all be clustered together.
Yeah. So do you want us to look ahead? And by that, we're gonna look ahead. You guys stay here.
I rolled a
I poke some of the bodies
18.
with my sword.
22.
I want to see if I can locate the killer and be stealthy.
18 versus 22. Okay.
And yeah, it'll be stealthing, but also being very alert, like being as perceptive as possible. I mean,
Should we
Yeah.
also roll perception?
I'm happy to take the stealth roll as a perception because it just makes sense to me.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll do it. You guys make your way around between the bodies. They appear to be of kobolds, similar to the one that you had talked to earlier, and another body of a Periton, interestingly. Everybody else just kind of like camps out at the bottom of the stairs and looking around. Everyone can see from where they are the column of maelstrom-like water is falling still in a maelstrom fashion down into the level of the water over here. And
Does it
you
go down
guys-
even further, or is that it?
it comes down, it meets the surface of this water, and then the water continues. So there isn't another level at this point. It just
Okay.
comes down, meets this lower level, and then
Is
flows around. Yeah?
Is Kira able to signal back to the party, or is he too stealthed?
I mean, you can come out of stealth and signal and go back in. I'm happy for that.
It's fine. I'll be sneaky.
Jenga,
You guys-
Jenga, Jenga, Jenga.
You guys can follow the water around if you like.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what you do. There doesn't seem to be anybody else around. It seems that if this may have been the habitat for these Periton, and obviously they've been disturbed. That was why they were upstairs. You guys make your way around, and then you hear a voice.
Yes.
Finally, we have found a place. This shall be the first. You guys continue along. Or
the
do you?
first.
What do you do?
Keep listening. I want to know what else they have to say about this first.
I would like, freeze, look at Kyro, and try and see if I can see anyone or anything that makes sense.
I'm going to ask you to make perception checks at this point.
Try crit.
Boom.
Oh, natural 19. That's almost as good. Okay, hold on.
Almost as good indeed.
Oh,
Plus-
bloody hell. No.
I hear all the things. Ooh, there is
Never-
something red in the middle of that little
Well,
island.
not a red dragon. but-
28.
There's a bunch of red things.
Oh wait, no, that's a red dragon.
As you
Or
guys,
something
as you
like
guys kind of like move down these stairs, and in between this large pillar and the side wall, you see a throng of kobold, and at the center, at the head of which is a huge, about 7 feet tall, so a large. It almost looks a bit like a dragonborn, but more muscular, with more humanoid physique. There's less lizard and more humanoid about it. And he steps forward to a creature at this island, where at the center of where the water is flowing and going out of into the falls beyond. And he kind of like strokes it. It's a baby. This is our first step. With this, we come closer towards reclaiming the entire continent, the entire world. And he turns and he kind of brandishes a sword out at the kobolds, and then he kind of cower, and then they kind of like nod in affirmation. This.
Okay, I've heard enough.
Okay.
I nod too.
Time to go back
This
into...
is someone who should not be parenting a dragon.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna go
It looks like
talk
a dragon
to
thing.
the party and come up with a plan to kill these guys while they talk.
Yeah, stealth back.
I assume this guy has some more words to say to his followers. He seems to be in speech mode.
He is indeed totally in speech mode. You guys return to
Perfect! Alright.
Is
So
his name
there's a
Cleric?
guy, looks really strong. In the middle of basically, we're gonna recap what we heard and what's going on.
Okay.
He seems like he wants to take over the world, which probably not gonna be good for things. Also a dragon, I guess.
A dragon? Okay, what? How old was the dragon?
It's like a tiny,
What, a baby?
I guess.
Well, I'm not killing a baby.
We don't have to kill it, but we should kill the other guys.
Dragon scale
Oh,
armor.
yeah.
We could just take the dragon back to the monastery, probably, and just give it to them.
Yeah, they seem like
They can kill it if
much
they want.
better dragon parents than these guys would be.
Sure. What are dragons like in this world? Are they generally considered very bad, or
Make a history
what?
check.
Okay. That's a +1, I think. 20 + 1. I did not roll that right. I don't
wasn't
think.
a- it wasn't a roll.
Regardless,
No, that
you're
was-
not killing
Yeah,
a
I'm
baby.
sorry. I forgot to put the D. It's a 13.
From what you know about dragons from growing up in the Underdark, the DC was 10 for you to know that like there are two kinds of dragons. There's the metallic dragons and the chromatic dragons, and the color that you saw there was red, chromatic. Chromatic
Yeah.
dragons tend to be aligned with evil. You don't really
Cool.
You don't really remember much else.
I mean, I don't really care if they're evil, but that's cool. I just wanted to see what we should do here. Alright, so we don't have to kill it, but we should probably kill all the other things. We probably want to, like, try to not be noticed. Do you guys want to, like... how do you want to do this?
I think I've heard those words before.
Yel's nose starts to bleed.
So, like, out of character, where do you think would be good places to, like, strategically place our characters and try to take these guys out smoothly? There's, let's see, how many kobolds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I'm
6.
pretty tapped out.
We
Me
also
too.
got the one big guy. You
I
guys
have
think
2
we
first
should
levels
do this
left.
encounter?
I think
Not
we
without a
could.
rest.
No, yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna heal myself.
Can we do a short rest?
I mean,
don't
Like,
get anything back from
that
it.
wouldn't help, would it? We'd have to do a long rest,
No.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only, if we get hurt, I can only heal twice more.
Okay.
I can
Do you
heal
guys want to
twice
retreat for
more.
now and come back?
And I can sleep
Well,
in
we
shops out
don't
all day
know
long.
if they're going to stay where.
Oh, they are. They said that this would be the first place
Oh,
to, I
true.
assume,
they're setting up.
raise that
They're
little
setting up
thing.
shop, so true. They're
Yeah,
not going
so I
anywhere.
imagine they'll probably be in this
If we
area.
head back, we could get Zendron to help.
Well, we don't have to head all the way back. We can just move up further in the cave.
There
Take
is
a
that.
rest.
Yeah, let's do it.
Unless they leave.
Alright,
for
let's
food
We
take
should
a
move
rest.
quickly. That
supplies.
guy's not going to talk forever. Okay, we're going to retreat and go back up.
okay.
And we're going to make camp.
Where's that going to be?
I think we should go back over to where the maelstrom is. And do you guys want to go back over the river and go, like, up where the stream is coming down and camp up there?
While we're here,
Yeah,
because
don't
I'm
know
so
what's up
pleased you went back because I forgot. Could I
I
collect my
don't.
arrows?
I don't want them to
Yeah, roll d20.
go
That
away.
worked out so
So
well.
I would go
12.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying we can go upstream, because I don't think they would go that way.
But we also don't know what's upstream.
True. Do you guys want to find out? Because it'd be nice not to have any surprises.
That is also true.
I don't really want to go upstream, but if you guys
You don't
want
have to. If you want to wait here and I'll scout it out and see if it's a decent place to camp, that's fine. He's gonna go do that.
I'll
okay.
say you don't need to make dice rolls because you know the
We've done this
path.
before, yeah.
You've done this before. By the time you get to here, you just jump onto the wall and you climb across. You take your time. and you make your way up here.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah, I should probably roll stealth because I don't want to
Yeah,
trigger any
go for it.
events. 22.
22 is good. As you make your way this way, you take 2 steps and then...
Oh, a surprise! Cool.
Oh, trolls.
Trolls.
Take another step. You kind of
Is
glance around the
that-
corner.
What is
There's
that?
a couple of sleeping trolls.
They're sleeping. That's
What's
pretty
in
cool.
the box?
What's in the box?
I
What's in the box?
I want to try to kill the trolls, but
Do that on your own.
no, not by myself. I'm gonna go back and see if I can get Eirys' help. But question is, I don't know how much trolls do. If risk is worth. I'm gonna go back and talk about it with the other people.
Okay.
Okay, so I go back and I'm gonna explain that. So there's 2 sleeping trolls up there. It would be a good place to make camp, you know, if the trolls were dead. Should we try to kill them? I'm not sure if I could do it in one shot by myself or not.
If you're gonna fight some trolls, I'm coming too.
No, you're too loud.
Well, like,
Oh.
as backup.
Arthrin,
I mean.
Eirys, me, yell.
As backup, I mean.
Sure, you should probably, like, come in if they wake up and start beating us with sticks.
Yeah.
So just pay attention. If we start, I don't know, yelling or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, just be nearby, but quiet. So I guess we're doing this then. It sounds like we are.
Sure.
Okay.
Is that cool with everyone?
Oh, okay. Sure.
Who's going
Are
with?
we?
It's Kyro, it's Eirys. Who else is it?
I will. I
No.
rolled a 12 for my arrows, and I used 4.
You pick up 2 of
I
them.
think.
The other 2 are broken.
That's
Yell would definitely be up for it. Out of character, I'm like, oh god.
Do you have any damaging cantrips?
I have Thunderclap and Vicious Mockery. I'm not sure how good Vicious Mockery will be.
Well, either. We'll see. We want to definitely stealth strike them first. See if we can take out one all at once. Possible, so we don't wake up the other one. That'd be ideal.
I still have my Hellish Rebuke, so as long as I don't take 29 points of damage in a turn, I can light them on fire too.
Yes, which is good. Alright, so we're gonna make our way up and we're gonna sneak up.
Everyone,
I've-
I would say everyone can move up fairly easily because you take your time, you help one another. Everybody roll stealth. Arthrin's coming with you as well.
The loud people are gonna hang back.
Oh, thank god.
25.
Natural 20 plus 2, so 22.
Very good.
Holy
Good
moly,
job.
okay.
26.
They are sleeping. Is Ella coming?
Very
Are the other
good.
2 coming, or...?
They are, but they're gonna hang back. They want to stay out of, you know, being
In
loud
earshot,
range.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll say that you guys end up there then.
Yeah.
Um,
Alright, so I think... Do you guys want to try this one first so that we can cross the water and whatnot?
it's easy enough to.
Okay. Alright, let's attack it.
Where are you going to put yourself?
Is it Eirys, are you gonna melee or be ranged?
I'll be ranged.
Arthrin knocks a bow.
Okay.
Me too.
Alright. Yell, do you wanna take one with me?
Let's go for it.
Okay, so the melee one should probably go up here because this one can be taken out with ranged weapons
Okay.
later. But we're
So
gonna
you guys-
all try to strike this one until it's dead, if possible. See if we can get it
Okay.
in a turn.
Can I climb up the steps a bit more so?
Yeah.
And
Well,
I think
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
has advantage on it because it is sleeping, and that's prone and a bunch of other stuff.
Okay. That means the range is just going to be a regular attack because it's prone.
I don't actually know
After
what
you.
sleeping does, but I know it's at least prone, so good enough.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, let's go.
18. Does that hit?
Because we're ranged and it's sleeping, but also I'm in stealth.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get sneak attack advantage for sneak attack, or no?
You
Is
get
it still
sneak
just
attack,
straight?
but not
Yeah.
advantage. I think.
Yes.
Not advantage.
Yeah. It's an unaware enemy automatically gives you sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the prone, you get the disadvantage, so it cancels out to a single roll.
Alright, does
Even
an
if I'm
18 hit?
sleeping, so I also get sneak attack.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
So
Jam.
Arthrin hit.
Natural 1.
No.
That was not the time to do that.
I also got a natural 1, but I get advantage, which
You
went
do,
to
yeah.
a 21 to hit.
Okay, that hits
Whoa.
for damage.
Oh, Arthur's bowstring's gonna snap.
Kyro.
18, does it hit?
Yep.
Alright.
10 points magical slashing.
6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I did that wrong. Sorry. That's 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 damage
Whoa.
on my first hit, and second hit, 20 hits.
Yep.
Ooh, nice. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 additional damage.
Hang on a second. Your offhand doesn't have any modifiers on it, yeah?
Oh yeah, why does it... Well, take the 4 off, sorry.
So it's another 6. Okay.
Well, 12. It still doubles.
Oh, right, yeah.
It hasn't taken a turn yet.
Okay,
Yep,
so
as
yeah,
long
so
as as long as
everybody
it's still surprised.
everybody wails on this guy and it's beaten bloody, but it's still alive. Everyone roll initiative.
Dang it. Alright. Maybe we can kill it before
dirty
it
twenty.
does
So bad
anything.
for initiative. 10.
14.
16.
Okay. Did Yell, that's 14, right?
Yep.
Are the other two just not getting involved for now, or?
They should. You guys should still roll initiative, even if you're not going to engage
I
yet.
rolled a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Well,
Ella,
damn.
what did you roll?
My best yet. 3.
Fantastic. Alright.
And I got a
So,
16.
There's that. Okay, yeah. The ogres. A 10.
Whatever's good.
A 10. Which isn't bad for ogres.
Alright.
I would imagine Eirys is.
Does the other ogre wake up? Did the first ogre make a bunch
Yeah,
of
it
noise
kind of
or
like it kind
something?
of ruffles
Alright.
around and goes and roars loudly,
enough.
and in so
Are they
doing, it,
ogres
the
or
other
trolls?
they are ogres.
Okay.
Sintyrr, you have a turn. Are you doing anything?
I mean, they're alerted, right? So
Yeah.
I'm
Been
probably
woken up.
gonna rush in.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 30 feet of movement.
All right. I guess I'm there.
Okay. Kyro.
Yeah, I want to attack the one that's in front of me.
Okay. Do it with advantage because he's still prone. He's woken up, but he's still
Yep.
prone.
18.
Hits, roll damage.
Alright, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of damage.
Yeah, you just grab your dagger and shove it in its face, and it dies. It expires
Oh,
on
it
the
dies?
ground in front
Oh,
of you.
cool. I'll
Yeah,
use my
it's-
bonus action. Actually, I want to move.
Okay.
Maybe not right near that one, but I want to move over here.
Okay.
Right here, if possible. And I want to prepare to attack it if it gets in my range.
I mean, you've used your
Also-
action.
Oh wait, I
so-
can't do that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And I assume I can't hide here, correct? I must use a rock.
You're right in the middle of this open area. It's not really. a
Yeah,
hiding
okay,
place.
that's fine. I will not do anything then. I'll
Yeah.
just wait.
You've watched Kyro just skewer the ogre in the face and run off. What are you gonna do?
I will
He's
step
still next to
back,
me.
technically onto the ogre,
Yep,
leap across next to this other one, still on the floor,
Oh.
right?
it is. Yeah.
Darn. I should have
And,
gone over to him then.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna slap it in the face with my magic.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
I will join you next turn. Sorry.
18 to hit.
That rolls damage.
Maximum damage for whatever I get. That's 8 plus 5, 13.
13. Yeah, you just you kind of like jump back, propel yourself off of the belly of the ogre behind you. Long jump, and as you do, shing, swing. You kind of like upend it and slash down as you land. You're teetering on the edge, and this kind of stream is flowing behind you, and the ogre's like and is moving slowly to its feet. Eirys, you get to go first.
Sweet, and I should have buried it.
Okay.
Actually, can I try stealthing first, and then...
Yeah.
Would that make any difference in terms of advantage?
Yeah, I'd say that you can basically throw yourself behind this chest to try and hide.
Okay, stealth 8 to 18 stealth?
I would not worry about this ogre's passive perception. Yeah, you're hidden.
Fair play. Okay. So to hit 16.
Roll damage, don't forget that sneak attack.
Oh, okay. Now that's what we're talking about. Okay. 5. That's 9, 10, 11, 17.
Okay, 17 points of damage?
That's a
Bloody
lot
hell,
better.
guys. I'm going to need to freaking think about how I can make this harder for you.
You put a
No, this
freaking
is
dragon
fine.
downstairs.
No, please.
No,
Please,
it's hard. Trust me, it's hard enough. Like, we had to retreat in order to regroup.
That is like the quote of the night. You put a dragon downstairs.
The ogre, despite the arrow flying through and lodging it in its chest deep down to the feathered sort of kind of arrows, what's it called? The fletching, down to the fletching. It still picks itself up and looks down to like, with its large great club, it's going to swing at Yell, and it's going to roll a 24.
That hits.
You sustain. Oh, you son of a bitch! As you see its club going up, you try and get out of the way, and you almost manage it, but it grazes your side, and you sustain 7 hit points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I hellish rebuke.
Okay. What save is it?
Huh?
What save?
Dex save.
It rolls a natural 5 down to 4. You rolled that damage, boy.
I will roll that 3d10.
Bloody hell.
As it hits me, I look at it in the face, my eyes go black, I point. Wrong move, buddy. And oh, that was good. I got a 5, 6, and a 7. So 11, 18 points of 5 damage.
He explodes into fire. That's what happens when ogres are caught sleeping. Arthrin kind of looks at the burning body ahead and he's like, he unleashes an arrow. That's going to hit.
Yay!
4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. Another arrow hits and the ogre goes down onto one knee. It's on the verge.
Ella's turn. Interesting. If it hits, maybe you'll get a how do you do it?
Indeed. Bear in mind you're likely you're about to take a long rest, so just have a think about that. Spell for free.
That's true.
Throw your book at it. Throw Eirys' diary at it.
That's Ella's diary, I'm pretty sure.
Let's do guiding bolt.
Roll to hit.
$21.
Hits. Roll damage.
Mm.
Say again.
16.
Ella, how do you want to do this?
Yeah! I'm gonna stick out my tongue, wiggle my bum, and
Gosh, you're a very good
Show my
gnome.
hands.
Yay!
Raise them
There is
both
no
out.
more I can teach you.
And the sparkling energy flies out from your outstretched fingers, makes contact with the ogre's head, and it pops. Yell, make a dexterity save.
But I want to be covered in the blood.
Oh,
Oh, you want to be, in which case you stand in the way and let it cover you. Ogre goes pop.
Just for funsies, it would have been 22.
Okay, but you deliberately chose to avoid that. You had the moment,
Yep.
but you chose not to take it and let yourself get covered.
Yep. I am
Yeah.
covered in ogre blood. I am going to jump back across. What's
Yeah.
in this chest?
yeah, let's crack it
What's in the
open.
box?
What's in
Crack
the
the box
box?
open.
Yeah,
Can
you.
I-
Yes?
Who wants to unlock it?
I was
I'm not even
going
going to think about that. I'm just going to open it.
Okay.
Yell, you reach down with your hands and grab the chest. You pull.
Yeah, I do.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Ah!
Bloody hell, guys.
I want to know what my looty booty is.
I want more.
I
Put
need
your melons in the box.
I need sleep.
Now you don't become a robot.
I need sleep,
Alright.
and this
What's in the
final boss fight is
box?
actually going to be quite a yeah. This is
Yeah,
the
but what's in the
fight.
box?
Oh, I mean, we're definitely not getting the fight this time. I see. Good
What's in the
stuff. Good.
Do we level up? Do we level up? Do we level up?
Well,
Good
let's do
question.
X's
How
and
much
P's.
is-